5 years on, 2019 to 2025, let's say 5-6 years on, 100,000 more of our youth are writing BEC. Who sits down to crunch the numbers and plan for the future of these children? Yesterday we had a discussion about the new senior high school curriculum. Really, what are we doing to ensure that these people are prepared to be competitive globally?
And Kojo, on this day in 2016 also, what did President John Dramani Mahama say?
On this day in 2016, President John Dramani Mahama then tasked the Engineering Council to bring a 2-week, he gave them a 2-week ultimatum to provide solutions to flooding.
Okay.
On this day in 2016.
And then in 2019.
And on this day in 2019, the government then led by Akufo-Addo were also considering elevating Hydrological Services Department to an authority.
Which is now an authority.
We are still suffering and dealing with flooding.
These and more coming up here on the Super Morning Show. As always, we do this with you. Get on to X, use the hashtag JoySMS, and then on WhatsApp 055-1111-997. Coming up is the news at 6.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM, hits 103.9 FM in Accra, Love 99.5 in Kumasi, and all affiliates across Ghana, 16 regions. You also find us on myjoyonline.com, YouTube, X Spaces, and Facebook. Coming up, meeting between the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission and the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association ends in stalemate as the nurses reject government's proposal to implement their conditions of service in 2026.
What they told us was that it was not part of the budget.
Mr. Kogo, so did you accept the conditions they tabled before you or reject it?
There was nothing to accept.
Meanwhile, Labour Minister Rashid Pelpo is worried about the posture of nurses.
Well, we are more than shocked. We are disturbed. We are worried that they could go into a decision of strike.
Also coming up, former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta's family slams special prosecutor over abuse of power and demands immediate withdrawal of Interpol Red Notice. Coming up in business.
Manufacturing firms begin reducing prices of some goods in line with cedi's appreciation against the dollar. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Stay for details. This morning, the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association has vowed to continue its strike after rejecting government's proposal to implement their conditions of service in 2026. The association's Vice President Samuel Akolgo, after an emergency meeting with the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, said on Newsnight that government informed them that their conditions of service agreed upon in the Akufo-Addo administration weren't captured in this year's budget. According to him, their next line of action will be decided in the coming days. Until then, he added that leadership of the association will decide on what to do in the coming days.
At the meeting, the government team tabled a proposal, and the proposal was that they would just approve the conditions of service and then implementation will start in 2026. What they told us was that it was not part of the budget.
Mr. Kogo, so did you accept the conditions they tabled before you or reject it?
There was nothing to accept. We said let's start the implementation now. But it's like there is nothing available until 2026.
And you heard the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association's Vice President Samuel Akolgo in an interview on Newsnight. Meanwhile, the Labour Minister Rashid Pelpo is worried about the posture of the nurses. He spoke on PM Express last night.
Well, we are more than shocked. We are disturbed. We are worried that they could go into a decision of strike without much talk with us and, by just what they have done. Because I believe very strongly that if they started what they said they have started a year ago or 2 years ago, this is a new administration. We are doing everything we can to ensure we have a stable economy, we have a stable society. We work with workers to get their full support for how we can run this country. But for a moment, you hear nurses are going on strike. I had a chat with the president of the Nurses and Midwives Association president, and I was complaining that they did not have the chance, the opportunity. They did not create the opportunity for me to have an interaction with them.
And you heard the Labour Minister Rashid Pelpo. Now, former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta's family has launched a fierce attack on the Special Prosecutor. Kisej have been accusing him of abusing administrative powers following the issuance of an Interpol Red Notice which declares the former minister a wanted man in Ghana for allegedly using public office for profit. In a strongly worded statement released on Monday, the family called for the immediate withdrawal of the notice, and it confirmed that formal petitions have been submitted to both the National Central Bureau and the Commission for Control of Interpol's files for its removal. My colleague Winston Amoah has details of that particular statement and joins me in studio with more. Winston, what's contained in that statement?
So Mr. Ofori-Atta's legal team, they say they're now inquiring from the Commission for Control of Interpol's files whether these suits to the Human Rights Court, we know of that, and the scheduled hearing on the 18th of June, and the Mayu doctor's letters and reports, and the scheduled cancer surgery were disclosed to Interpol in the OSP, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Justice, Ministry of Interior, and the Inspector General of Police pursuit of the Red Notice. They believed that had these been disclosed, they posit the filing would have violated Articles 2 and 3 of Interpol's Constitution, which are the right to health guaranteed by the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and continues that they remain perplexed by the OSP's refusal over the past 3 months to accept Mr. Ofori-Atta's proposal to provide information via written responses or VRI, rather than focusing on its investigations. The OSP is more interested in forcing Mr. Ofori-Atta to return to Ghana, and they say it's hard to imagine that this is for any reason than to attempt to humiliate Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta on arrival.
Well, Winston, just before you go, does the family indicate that Mr. Ofori-Atta will return to the country after his treatment?
Well, they say that, look, once Mr. Ofori-Atta's surgical procedure is over and necessary treatment and recuperation is taking place, he will return to Ghana at the appropriate time and meet with the OSP in person. And they say they are confident that Mr. Ofori-Atta's rights will be restored, and when these investigations are completed, he will be acquitted in full view of the entire nation, and justice will find the Hammonds.
Thank you so much, Winston Amoah. Now, moving on, the Association of Oil Marketing Companies has dismissed claims by the chairman of Parliament's Energy Committee that the introduction of the new 1 cedi levy will not lead to an increase in fuel prices. The association argues that it is misleading to suggest that consumers won't bear the cost, especially when the government expects oil marketing companies to absorb the levy. We'll hear from their reaction shortly, but first, listen to Emmanuel Bedra asserting that the levy will not result in any fuel price hikes.
There will not be any increment, and you can take it from me as the chair of Energy Committee. There is not going to be any increment. All we are seeing is that there is going to be a further reduction. That further reduction was what we have factored into to make it one Ghana. At the world market, as well as looking at our economy, the cedi appreciating against dollar, we are saying that difference is what we are using to buy fuel. And so there will not be increment.
Well, we can now hear from Dr. Winston Amoah, CEO of the Association of Oil Marketing Companies.
We already have a window which is working. So within this window, the price of the world market is not necessarily going down. It's just stabilized. So if we're applying this same window, okay, then the 1 cedi would have been an additional levy to be added to the pump price. So do the mathematics. It is next window that we are expecting that probably with the forecast, in the world market, things might be, but at this point, it's too early.
Now, imagine being born to parents with hearing impairment and having to be that bridge between the hearing and the silent worlds. That's the story of 10-year-old Regina Osei, who helps her parents communicate with others every day. Collins Frimpong has more on the latest episode of this Able series, read to you.
Regina's parents are both deaf. When she was born, Regina only knew their silent world, sign language, the only language spoken in their home.
My grandmother was the one who trained me how to speak because I don't see them speaking. They were only doing the sign language because I saw them doing that, so I didn't speak again.
For 2 years, Regina lived in a world without spoken words, learning to understand and speak only through her parents' signs. But as she grew, Regina's world expanded.
She wants me to become an interpreter for the whole nation.
It was only when Regina making sounds with her grandparents that her parents realized she could hear and speak. Relief and hope filled their hearts. Hope that their daughter would be their voice to the world.
They were thinking that I'll become deaf because almost the whole family is deaf. So, and when my mother gave birth to me, my father's family asked my father and my mother that can I speak. Because of that, my mother became worried, and so she took me to the hospital. And then the doctor said I'm not deaf, I can speak. Then she started feeling good that I can talk.
And that's how we end this morning's bulletin here on Joy 99.7 FM. I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Up next is business on the Super Morning Show. Do stay.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel where I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
See, your rich auntie gets more from Absa. Your childhood friend gets more from Absa. Your favorite uncle gets more from Absa. Your roommates cry gets more from Absa. Digital solutions get more from Absa. Rewards be bring get more from Absa. 5-star treatment get more from Absa. Preferential rate get more from Absa. Easy banking and no ane Absa. Instant loans and no ane Absa. Bank papa party and no ane Absa. FTK account and get more from Absa. Yes! Join thousands of Absa customers enjoying priority treatment, preferential rates, amazing rewards, and seamless digital solutions to help you write the next big chapter of your story. Sign up for an Absa account today and get more. Your story matters. Absa.
Brush your teeth every day and night. Up and down and all around. Brush the clean and bright. Brush your teeth. Brush with mom and dad. Underneath and in between. Brush the germs away.
Pepsodent, cavity protection.
This
advert is FDA approved.
Say a kind, so what all Nioma a free useless enterprise. Oh no, who the biara da a free say, Omonioma ye papa, net chenso, and to a beer water generator sets, water pumps, mowers, Cummins, Kama, Lester Peter, Kiloska, and then Nioma who drop a free useless enterprise beer no. I just say, Onua Kasakas won't pay you, and that's what the check. Useless enterprise, at on Nioma bit say, Perkins, Caterpillar, Honda Gen sets, a fay, or plant a cassia and in Kuma, hotels, guest house. Schools, restaurants, and now said you make bia. Ebetumi ya yusu. Enti free na kwedi. Ehwa ni last stop. Hwehwe wa kira kwan awo adrigam. Bridge near 69 American House, Echampo Junction, Bawalashi, Newtown Junction, Ashaliboche, Social Welfare, Medina, and Afewukwa Dantan Swa, our Ridge Junction. Telephone 0203 005498 and 0248 169258.
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a Karen brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Kojo, it's 3 a.m. What now?
Ya tisu biomo, ya tisu biomo.
Kojo, not again. It's 4 a.m. What's now?
Sorry. Last year was Yatisubium. This year, crowd, we've gone lower. Yasaya Tiso. I'm back with good news. Amazing news. I've been so cool. SG Ghana loans are back with even lower interest rates. If you're a salaried worker, whether you're on CAGD payroll, work with an SG Ghana listed institution, or already bank with SG Ghana, this is your time. Whether it's completing your dream home, paying school fees, or handling other personal needs, SG Ghana has the perfect loan for you. Walk into any SG Ghana branch from now till September 2025 and ask about Yasaya Tisu Loans promo. Let's help you get things done. You can also call 0302-214-314 for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters. And Total Energies Total, we go the extra mile for you, which means we can now bring you the Joy Business Report brought to us by MNC Properties, a member of MNC Group. MNC Properties, choice of class, and Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Akbafu.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you back.
Yes, it's good to be back. I cut short my... but it's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you. That's somebody's name anyway.
Hey. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. Someone's name. Someone who used to be at the Jubilee House.
Okay.
The boys used to call him, it's good to see you. Good to see you.
Okay.
You understand now?
Now I understand.
Oh, now you understand. Good.
I thought it was somebody's real name.
No.
Well, anything can happen in a certain part of the country.
People are called advantage, so it's possible. But you know what? This morning, Daryl, we need to have a conversation. Lots of issues making rounds this morning. We'll tell you more about, Ken Ofori-Atta's latest letter.
Oh, yeah.
They've petitioned, Interpol. They say that if they had considered, for instance, the health records and everything, and the fact that there was a case to be ruled on the 18th of June, he wouldn't have been placed there. So they've petitioned, but they say that Mr. Ofori-Atta, after his surgery and his recuperation, is going to come to Ghana. We'll get into a lot of issues about that here on the Super Morning Show. But also, Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin, Speaker of Ghana's Parliament, has been talking about the need for legislation on lifestyle audits.
I am to this end receiving a lot of inputs to process legislation in lifestyle audits. So no wonder that is becoming pronounced in speeches of senior members in civil society, in government, and just yesterday or 2 days ago, our own Vice President, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, made mention of it. We will legislate in this matter. And I was happy to hear OSP also include it in their statement. We will legislate and we will stop this impunity of people flouting ill-gotten wealth in the face of poor Ghanaians.
Okay.
Does it have to come to that?
Well, he says they would legislate. But of course, if people are doing a lot of things, one of the things that, so you look at somebody's lifestyle, people are flaunting wealth and everything. One of the easiest ways is to check how much money they pay to the taxes they pay.
Mm-hmm.
It's an easy way of getting somebody. How much tax does he pay? Okay, if these are gifts, there's also a gift tax, for instance. If these are as a result of a position he holds, that you would see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these are avenues to get him. But while he talks about that, I'd want to know what would be contained in that particular legislation. and whether it would achieve anything.
That's a question.
Because we're talking
How
about...
effective would that be?
Yeah, we've been talking about you've had the OSP saying that people should not make asset declarations public because they could be attacked. I'm saying, look, if you are prepared to serve in authority, you should be prepared to provide for the security of the citizenry, including you. So go ahead, declare, let us know. And then once we know the people who are serving us. And then when you are done, declare, we will know how the things you got after getting into office. Let's stop this whole thing about, we don't want to declare. No. But also this morning, the nurses strike.
It's been going on.
Brother, by 5:30. Basis our time share. No more nurses for cause strike. Doctors
I arrived here with my brother at 5:30 a.m. for treatment, but no one has attended to us because of the strike.
Scan section, and they say that the nurses are on strike, so we can't, unfortunately, we can't do. So we have to go back home and wait till this strike, everything is over, and
where are you coming from?
I'm coming from Ekropon, yeah.
Winston, this is concerning.
It is.
It is very worrying.
They need to sit down with them.
They met yesterday. Appears there was no headway.
They need to continue engaging them. You know, my original position is that if you're unhappy with your employer, fire your employer, leave the job.
Can we afford to?
But this is a critical service. That's why I said my original position is that if you're unhappy with your employer, fire your employer by leaving the job. But this is a critical service. And so it'll be important that, we deal with this. And so we'll get into this conversation. Also, we'll be talking more about some 600,000 people's getting ready to start BEC tomorrow. And we've been sharing with you
today. It's they're starting on Wednesday.
Yes. We've been sharing with you today in history, how President John Dramani Mahama then asked the Tax Engineering Council in 2016, gave them 2 weeks to find solution to our flood problems. President Akufo-Addo in 2019, on this day, said he was going to convert the Hydrological Service Department into an authority to deal with flooding. Your guess maybe as good as mine.
All right, so we are headed for the trumpets.
Yes.
I see you forgot about that.
Yes.
Well, it's in our headline. Some manufacturing firms, they are starting to reduce prices. So, hey, cheers to all of you out there. Trumpets. Oh yes, he had it. Manufacturing firms commence reduction of prices of goods produced in line with the city's appreciation against the dollar. That's our top story this morning on the Joy Business Report. Also coming up, Chamber of Petroleum Consumers call for efficiency in power sector, so Ghanaians are not saddled with fresh levies to clear sector's debts. Also, total amount of currency in circulation goes significantly up to hit 71 billion cedis ending 2024. Details coming up. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Hello to our friends listening from Kof Radio and KT Radio. My name is Darryl Kwao. Some manufacturing firms have started reducing prices of some goods they produce because they've had enough time to carefully respond to the city's sustained appreciation against the US dollar. Most of the manufacturing firms have come under criticisms in recent times over the time they've taken to respond to the city's good run, said Chuma Kwaba, Chief Executive of the Association of Ghana Industries.
I don't think businesses have been slow in reducing prices. Companies operate at different levels and in different sectors. Depending on the nature of your business, you react to the market differently. For those whose business enables them to reduce price immediately, they have done so. For others, it may take a little while because of the stock issue I mentioned. And therefore, if we still have some prices not changed, it only means that the nature of the business is not allowing it. However, if they continue to delay, others will come in and competition will drive the price down. So let's watch the space. We would see gradual reduction, just as we mentioned about a month ago. We see it happening now. A lot of companies have reduced prices. So whether it's been slow or not is not the issue. I think we are all witnessing the gradual reduction in prices. And I can assure you that if the gains you are making is sustained, prices of all products will come down.
Setchuma Kwabwa, Chief Executive of the Association of Ghana Industries. Now, the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers is asking government to develop innovative ways to clear the power sector debt and not unnecessarily burden petroleum consumers with fresh levies. Speaking to Joy Business, Executive Secretary Duncan Amoah advised government to prioritize efficiency in the power sector to cut down on financial and technical losses.
The debt is not out of vacuum. Something accumulates the debt. Your transmission losses, 1. Poor revenue generation and collection, 2. And again, when the revenues are even made, the dispensing or use of the revenue, 3. And then the procurement breaches, infraction, corrupt, and blatant disregard for sometimes even common sense. How do you import 1,000 containers you've not cleared? You import another 1,000, you don't clear. You import another 1,000, you don't. So it is as if ECG has some loose money somewhere that they can use for corrupt things, or the power sector create some loose money that we allow them to, misuse, and then come back to tell us there is no money to pay for the ITPs or to pay for fuel.
Executive Secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, Duncan Amoah. Tax consultant Francis Timoboy has applauded the Ghana Revenue Authority's decision to engage oil marketing companies ahead of the implementation of the 1 cedi fuel levy. The authority has been forced to postpone implementation to June 16 after oil marketing companies complained about lack of engagements. Now, speaking to Joy Business, Timoboy noted that even though the delay could result in government missing its target, the wider consultation will enhance compliance.
The postponement to 16th of June, which is the next pricing window. On the short term or 7 days impact, on the back of the envelope calculation, I think the government said they were going to, look at 5.7 billion cedis, which is equivalent to how much liters we consume from now to maybe the end of the year. So on a daily basis, that gives you around 27 million liters. So potentially we're losing about 27 million cedis a day, and for the 7 days you could do the calculations. And so for me, I think that it is better to ensure that there is proper compliance than to rush the decision.
Tax consultant Francis Timoboy. The Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry is asking government to intensify engagements with businesses on the new value-added tax regulations. President John Mahama has announced that the government has made significant progress on the tax, which should take off in September this year. Chief Executive of the Chamber, Mark Bedu-Abuaje, tells Joy Business the final document must be reviewed by businesses first.
It's important that they get back to us and present it to us that based on the engagement we've had with you, this is the outcome and this is how the reform is going to be, and even an implementation plan. Then if you have any further input or any further questions, then we will ask. So the process is more of a lot of the engagement. It shouldn't be one-off engagement, and assume that once you have met the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry once or twice, that should be the end of it, and then they will spring a surprise on us that you have met us, so they are coming out with a policy that we have not seen. We want to see the final document, the final policy, the final reform before at least it's implemented. So as a constant engagement, I think September is somewhere about 3 or 4 months away. And I'm hopeful that they will get back to us with a final document, or at least something close to that, so we can make our final.
That was Chief Executive of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mark Bedu-Abuaje. Now, the total amount of currency in circulation rose significantly from 44 billion cedis in 2023 to 71 billion ending last year. George Afe has more from the 2024 financials released by the Bank of Ghana.
In 2023, the total amount of currency in circulation ending December stood at 44 billion Ghana cedis. However, in 2024, it went up by more than 60% to hit 71 billion Ghana cedis. It is not clear for now what might have influenced the increase and whether it did much economic activities for last year, and how that also contributed to inflation in 2024 and that of the cedi's depreciation against the US dollar. The 2024 financial accounts released by the Bank of Ghana showed that the 200 cedis notes in circulation went up from 12 billion Ghana cedis in 2023 to 24 billion Ghana cedis ending December 2024. Many industry persons will be looking forward to the total amount in circulation at the end of December this year, and whether it could be going up or reducing in line with the declining inflation rate for this year.
George Affe with that report. Cocoa farmers are calling for better conditions of service, including an increase in the producer price for this year. This is coming after Cocoa Board revealed that the producer price for the next crop season will go up significantly. Now, they're worried, the farmers, about its impact in city terms. Speaking to Joy Business, President of the Concerned Farmers Association of Ghana, Nana Opambo Bonsu II, welcomed the projected increase but insisted it has to be at levels that will cushion farmers.
The government have the monopoly, and at the end of the day have a lot of input or maybe help with the farmers in the way. So he determined how much he should give us. But at the end, the constitution says that we need the 70% share of it. And apart from that, our welfare is very important, because the past government, we hit on the welfare, which they put wax in their ears. So when this government came, we are still also putting pressure on them so that then our welfare will be paid. If our welfare is being paid all right per the constitution, and at the end of the day, going into with the constitution that we need to have the 70% share, I think it is nice and brilliant. And even now, government also want to do business by also producing cocoa, maybe having a farm that can produce cocoa. Well, it is all good, but at the end of the day, the farmers out there, which we represent them, we have a lot of FBOs around. They are crying for price, and this government promises, and we believe in John Dramani Mahama that he is going to deliver. So at the end of the day, we think there's going to be an increment.
And now Pamba Bonsu II, speaking for cocoa farmers. Let's check the commodity market as we wrap up this morning. Cocoa opened trading at $9,456 a ton after adding $14. Crude oil increased this morning marginally to $67 a barrel. Gold lost more than $14, is trading at $3,312 an ounce. On the currency market, the dollar going for 12 cedis 15 pesos. Winston, what's happening? That's what the forex bureaus are quoting this morning. The British pound 15 cedis, 30 pesos. The euro going for 13 cedis. However, the commercial banks quoting the dollar 10 cedis 25 pesos. And that's it.
Exactly, Darryl. I mean, I've seen the commercial banks, their rates, some at 10.25. That's how they're, some actually buying at that, and they're selling at 10.7.
Yeah,
so they will sell at 10.7. They're buying, some are actually buying at around 9.8. Yes, but then they're selling at 10.7. I've seen lots of people, sharing rates from the banks. But the disparity on the retail market.
Exactly. 12 cedis, 15 pesos.
Yes, and so it's important, which means that there's a lot of demand for the dollar on the retail market. Because so based on that, they've also increased it to these levels. We need to check that.
Yeah.
We need to check that, so. But on the whole, if you get the dollars from the bank, you're good to go.
Okay.
You're good to go. Anyway, thank you very much, Darryl. Inspirational one by SK Frimpong. Says what? Jama praise. Aaron, with this one. Jama praise too.
Okay.
Anyway, let's give it a try. Let's see. Jama praise too.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the super morning show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy in the morning.
Manumra. This one. You know, the boys have brought it to us. Look at how Jojo is dancing like they'll dance in my church, the Methodist church. You know?
No. This is the Church of Pentecost dance.
For my church.
This is the Church of Pentecost.
I am still
dance.
a member of the Methodist church.
Charlie, the Church of Pentecost dance, the old one. Yeah.
I'm still a member of the Methodist church.
You call left, call left. Then you oscillate around your axis, you know, and then you bow small, then you smile. Yeah.
Oh, you know, my father was a member of the Church of Pentecost.
Yes.
And they have a special place in my heart. But I'm still a Methodist.
But you know this song, the story of Elijah and Elisha, the anointing, the impact. Anyway, let me not say what I want. I was just going to ask that: do we have modern prophets who are as anointed and as impactful as Elijah and Elisha for their countries, for their nations?
There's a view that the prophets are done.
The prophets are done.
Yes.
Now we have teachers.
Yeah, we have teachers
and guardians.
But still, I mean, so that view is that all those who give you prophecies, forget them. There's also another school of thought that says they're still prophets, and those prophets are in the form of the old prophet, or in the form of the prophets of old. So, or rather, whatever you believe, that's your belief.
May the anointing of God touch all of us, and may we all be impactful in all we do, including the engineering council, who were given a 2-week ultimatum in 2016 and is still flooding.
Okay, let's get into
and Standogbe's committee, who have still not told us what they are going to do to end flooding. I thought that after months of work, we should be seeing something from them. Maybe very soon we'll hear from them.
Maybe. Anyway, let's get into the Drive Safe campaign.
Yes, the Drive Safe campaign is brought to you by Joy News and Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota. Superior quality. Avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible. Drive with your lights on. That's how you ensure your safe arrival. How often do you check the fluids in your car, the oils and all those things in your car, Winston?
Not every day, but I check.
How often?
In a month, I probably would do that more than 5 times.
At least you check. There are some people who don't check at all.
Really?
They don't check at all. All they know is they sit down, they press on the ignition, if it's a push to start, or just slot the key in, and they move. Please, one of the easiest ways you can keep yourself safe on the road and others safe is to check that your car can function optimally. And one of the things that can be very dangerous for you is if you cannot control your steering wheel and if you cannot brake. Those two things. So please have them checked. If you are driving and you feel that, Charlie, these days your steering is becoming a bit more difficult, you're braking too, sometimes you have to step on it, pump some air before you're able to brake, then it means that you are being unsafe on the road. Check those things so that your car can function optimally for you. You can, turn easily, you can stop easily. That helps you to be safe on the road, and you keep others safe as well.
Yesterday when I was returning from the farm, I heard you talking about the key, that one.
Oh, Charlie, that water.
Yeah.
We've still not found it though.
Oh, but that was a good tip, and today is a very good tip. I was returning from the farm very angry, and
now I need to program a new key for the car. But where the month has gotten to know, unless I go for a loan from one of the banks.
See, you know, the last time I actually went for my spare key. Came to the office, and then I asked them to come for the car and go and fix the AC. But when the car had moved, I realized I had a key in my pocket. So I called the guy and said, "Future is you.
Something must be done."
You say either, I say either.
How about a new word, chortle? C-H-O-R-T-L-E, chortle. To laugh in a loud, satisfying way. Now this word is actually quite new. It was coined as recently as 1871 by the legendary author of Alice in Wonderland, Lewis Carroll, in his sequel, Through the Looking Glass. Now, it was used in a clever comical poem called Jabberwocky, which to this day is still one of my favorite poems. It's full of made-up words, but this particular one, chortle, made it into the dictionary. So there you go, chortle. Now, for your homework, why don't you Google the poem Jabberwocky? I promise you'll love it. 'Twas brillig and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogos and the mome rats out.
Right, so let's get into the newspaper review, and that's brought to us by Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough, and Access Bank, more than banking. Kel Chaco toothpaste, happy smile.
I'll start with the Ghanaian Times this morning. Hospitals grind to a halt as nurses midwives strike escalates. Yesterday, I saw the pay slip of a nurse friend of mine, Winston. It's not good. It's not nice. Look, I disagree with the way the strike is going. I think that they can back down and go back and renegotiate and have their grievances resolved. But I also disagree with how we take care of our nurses and our doctors and our teachers. Look, the person earns 5,056 cedis a month. The deductions are 1,186. And I'm looking at the whole breakdown: single spine monthly salary, SS market premium, SS basic salary, top-up allowance, social security contribution, employee, income tax, registered nurses and midwives welfare, Ghana Registered Nurses Association dues, and Nurses and Midwives Fund. That is it. So I asked, so any other allowances, like transport?
So
like
the take-home is
clothing?
5,000?
No. The take-home is 3,869 after all the deductions, right? And I asked about their clothing allowance, and she said it's paid in September. It used to be 300 Ghana cedi plus. They increased it to about 400 Ghana cedis, and that cannot buy her more than 2 scraps for the year. Okay, so I think that the nurses need to be heard. We need to create a platform for them to and we've seen conditions of service of other agencies and other people. I've seen my own conditions of service. I've seen my family members' conditions of service. I've seen my friends' conditions of service. The people deserve better. There's no two ways about it. I disagree with how the strike is going and how people are struggling. I think, and I really beg them to go back to work. But we need to hear from these nurses. We need to hear them out. Even the doctors. Now, TUTAG also says they are going to go on strike.
UTAG is also
TUTAG because of their research allowance. And we've said this on this show before. If you look at the research reports of the various universities, the last time we looked at that of the University of Ghana, not a single proper government of Ghana funding for any of those research projects.
And you see, I had a conversation with the director of the Institute of Industrial Research at the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. He actually bids for contracts, research contracts outside the country, and they develop a lot of research and technology for other countries. They don't develop it for Ghana.
When I'm sick, I don't want any of our nurses to take care of me or somebody who is stressed already to come and take care of you. Anyway. How do you get better? We need to do better for them. So let me give you the other headlines. And so district directors of education to get more powers to improve service delivery at grassroots, says the president. GHS, CKT, UTAS, GCPS sign MOU to promote professional development. If you go to the New Republic, the corruption story is here. Government launches all-out war on corruption. It was at this event that the speaker also spoke. And minister locks down Wale Bindiri as guns blaze again amidst renewed conflicts. And there's climate watch today. Ghana's energy transition, is it a youth-led revolution? That's a question being asked on the front page of the Youth Watch. Winston.
Great, which means we can now get into the online news review, and that's brought to us by Zenith Bank. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
I'll start with My Joy Online, Winston. And on My Joy Online, there are a lot of stories. You need to log on now. Striking nurses did not create opportunity to talk. This is Labour Minister talking to Joy News. This is a new administration. Dr. Pelpo is urging nurses to reconsider strike tactics. OSP versus Oforiatta. Trial without the accused is a betrayal of justice, says Samson Ladi Ayeneni. All is set for 2025 BEC. More than 600,000 to sit, and 5-6 years ago it was just 500,000. So An extra 100,000 students writing BC. Trial is not a Zoom call. Samson Ayenene demands respect for due process. And I'll take you to the daily graphic online, where Ken's family is accusing the OSP of abuse of administrative procedures. It's on the front page of Graphic Online. Self-acclaimed doctor arrested in Kaswa for fraud and romance scams. Last week we discussed scams and fraud here on the show. And tour operators decry visa delays at Ghana's embassy in the United States. I'll take you now to citynewsroom.com. The Ken story is also here. Furiate's family petitions National Central Bureau CCF for deletion of Interpol red notice. And diverting bank reserves is also here on the front page of City Newsroom. The story says diverting bank reserves to Cocoa Board risks monetary stability. You know, the Cocoa Board CEO says 3% of the reserve should be given to Cocoa Board to support LBCs. And Mr. Tuahini says no, he doesn't agree we should do that. Fuel levy, commercial transport operators suspend nationwide strike. And Bagbin says Parliament to draft law supporting lifestyle audit. So that's its relation. It's in relation to the corruption conversation.
Exactly. And talking about what Bagbin has been talking about, we've been joined by a member of Parliament for Menchia South and a member of the Constitutional Legal Affairs Committee of Parliament, Nana Ejay Bafwewa. Nana, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, my brother, and thank you for having me.
Great. And we've also been joined by private legal practitioner Martin Kpebu. Martin, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yes, morning, how about you say? my regards to Martin, my brother. How are you? Yes, good. Bafo, yeah, long time.
Great. Okay, before we get into the conversation, let's listen to what the Speaker, Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin, said.
The concept of naming and shaming by adding the vulture award. There's no sanction worse than that. That will be your cross. We want to bestow it upon men or women considered perverse and with the lowest level of integrity in this country. And we see it on daily basis. People exhibit it with impunity on TV. And the effect of that is so telling on the minds of Ghanaians. Yet everybody is silent. This, we will identify such a person and name the person when we are doing the awards for the persons of integrity. Whether the person attends to take the cross or not, it will be hung there on the person's neck. Very, very important. Ghana must learn to celebrate its heroes of integrity as loudly as it condemns acts of corruption. The two must go together.
Okay, so that's Speaker of Parliament Albert Sumana Kingsford Bagbin. Let me start off with you, Nana J. Bafwewa. Since you're a member of Parliament, Speaker has been talking about voucher awards and all of that, naming and shaming, but also has been talking about the need for legislation on lifestyle audits. Is that a necessity? What would it change? Don't we have enough laws to deal with these issues already?
Thank you very much. I've always formed the view that anything that will aid in our fight against corruption to be encouraged. And so there cannot be enough of the laws that assist us in the fight against corruption. We should, however, avoid duplicitous institutions and laws, but rather enhance what we already have. That's always been my view. When you look at what we call lifestyle audit, all the investigative agencies exercising powers mandated under the Constitution or their establishing laws have them. So when you take an institution like the Ghana Revenue Authority, when they are doing an audit on an institution, on a person, they have that mandate, right? When you take the CID, for instance, they all have that mandate, investigating a particular offense or the other. When, for instance, we know in recent times, right, some banks would have your accounts frozen by the FIC simply because what you have in your account is not something which has been consistent over a period of time. And so then it raises suspicion. And then the SIC will obtain an order to freeze your account. On that basis, you ask yourself, if there was no such power, what then is the FIC doing? Every institution of state set up by law, in exercising the mandate or the powers given to it by law, has the power to do so, right? Okay. And to exercise such powers that will enable it to do its investigation, which includes a lifestyle audit. It might not necessarily be characterized as lifestyle audit. It is in fact a lifestyle, and it is consistent to the Constitution. You see, under the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, you have a right to own property. However, that right is limited under certain circumstances, such as the commission of investigation into the commission of a crime or to prevent the commission of a crime. And so when you pass an independent lifestyle audit law, what are you seeking to achieve?
Okay. Now, talking about what we're seeking to achieve, the concern has always been that even with these lifestyle audits that the various institutions you've talked about have, the burden of proof, again, still remains on these institutions. They argue, for instance, and you've heard the OSP argue that in other jurisdictions, you then would have to justify. But in our part of the world, the OSP would then have to actually prove that you acquired these fraudulently or maybe criminally. And so they're looking for laws that would say the proof is on you, the individual under investigation. Isn't that something you would support?
You see, our position is consistent with our Constitution, which is that you have a right, you are deemed innocent until proven guilty. Okay? If you are not careful, you are going to get us into a situation where you weaponize men and not institutions, right? Who would then use it to terrorize people? Every constitution is informed by the history of the people. We have been there before. Citizens Vetting Committee, people were brought to come and defend their wealth because everybody was deemed to be a criminal. And that when you are not able to defend it, you go to jail, people run away from this country, and so on and so forth. If you have been set up as an investigative and as an investigative and a body with the power to prosecute, if when you are given the power to investigate, it's definitely not going to be an easy job. If you recall, my brother Martin is on the line. There was a time in this country where when you are charged with murder or defilement or rape, okay, the prosecution, all they needed to do was to slap a charge like that on you and the court to say will not grant a bail.
Sure.
Whereas in many instances, the burden of the prosecution was to determine that, one, you are a flight risk, two, you are likely to compromise witnesses, right? And three, giving you bail may interfere with your own security or personal safety. And so the court should keep you on remand. For these offenses, simply because the legislature made it mandatory that once you are slapped with these charges, you are remanded until your matter is determined. Right? There was no burden on the prosecution to do any work whatsoever, which was inconsistent with the jurisprudence, with our Constitution, and indeed, the philosophy behind our laws. Okay, and so we have to be careful when somebody is struggling to do his work. Right, he would definitely want an easy way out.
Hold on for me, Bafwewa. Let me bring in Martin. So you're saying we have to be careful. You think that the laws
need to be careful.
The laws we have are enough. Okay, Martin.
We have the laws.
Let me bring in Martin.
The police has that power already. The Ghana Revenue Authority for tax purposes also has that power, right? Yoko has that power. the Financial Intelligence Crime Center has that power. And I believe that the special prosecutor, even for the purpose of performing its objective under Section 2, right, of its mandate, Section 2 of its Act, okay, has that power.
Okay.
What they are looking for is that we have seen that this guy is driving a Ferrari. Let's go after that person. If you are not careful, you are going to build a country where people will be given the power to witch hunt people.
Okay.
You have to be careful.
Let's please hold on, Bafwe. Well, let me bring in Martin. Martin, you've heard your friend and fellow lawyer Bafwe will make the point that if we're not careful, we're going to create an era of witch hunting. Is that your view also?
Well, not entirely. So, as a principle, that if law is not used well, it can be so.
Yes, Martin, go ahead. I'm listening.
That if law is not used well, it can be used to witch hunt people. It's something that's unassailable, right? Yes, that one is something we can't run away from. But on the facts of the Ghanaian case, and in natural for a lot of countries, corruption too has eaten too much into our fabric that we need drastic and decisive measures, right? Yes, to be able to tackle. So, like Bafu mentioned, if the law comes into being and is being used for witch hunt, people will rise. People will rise so that we can.
Yes, but Martin, I asked Bafu this question: Are our current laws sufficient to deal with the challenges facing us? Do we need another law on lifestyle audits?
Oh, absolutely. That one without question. We need it. You see, what Bafwe said is true. Mm-hmm. Yes, there are some parts of the law.
So if what Bafwe has said is true, then why do we need another law?
Because when it comes to OSP and a lot of other general activities, the lifestyle audit, etc., has not been fashioned out well. That's one. And two, you see, I'm happy Bafo raised the matter of GRA. GRA's lifestyle auditing, we don't see how it operates. We don't have reports. If GRA has, then maybe they should make available so that we can read. I'm especially considered by the GRA one because it's been there for long.
Now, Martin, if that has been there and you don't see the reports, is it not just a case of demanding reports and demanding the implementation of the law instead of having another law?
No. So that is for GRA. So what I see, that's why I said it doesn't cover a lot of other institutions. So GRA's own is for GRA. So the taxman sees you, see that your lifestyle is beyond the taxes you are declaring, etc. You are holding assets that don't match what is on your books, etc. So they take you in. Now, the GRA law is not being fashioned in such a way that OSP can go and take it and use it. No, OSP can't use it. So OSP has to have its own. So maybe if we don't
Martin,
time...
Martin, hold on. We'll get to the OSP bit. But if the GRA audits you and realizes that your lifestyle doesn't correspond to the taxes you're paying, and you probably could be a beneficiary of proceeds from corruption, is that not enough grounds to get the OSP, for instance, to further investigate you and then, based on its own laws and based on findings, based on a report from, say, the GRA, prosecute you if it deems that indeed you're benefiting from proceeds of corruption?
In principle, okay, on paper, what you're saying is right, but that's what should happen. But in practice, it's a far cry. Number one, there will be issues of theft war. So GRA is not likely to, I would say likely, they won't do it likely that they are reporting so and so for corruption, so and so. No, let's not forget that the last time CBD did research on this and about people reporting corruption, etc. I think the number is out of about 8. Even if I'm wrong, let's reduce it to 7. They said 7 or 8 out of 10 people said no, they are scared of reprisals, etc. So GRA will not likely be reporting people to OSP. If they wanted to, they would have done a lot. GRA alone could have given OSP more work than they can even do. It's not going to happen, Winston. So you are right on paper, but in practice, it's a far cry. So it's better that we fashion the laws to enable OSP to also tap in. If maybe we are tired that the next time they will say we should do a better one for CID, that's the police, maybe we should do the wording in such a way that it will cover a lot of other institutions at once. But what cannot happen now is that OSP cannot go and use the GRA1 because the GRA1 is in context in the Income Tax Act and the Revenue Administration law. The context is for GRA, not OSP going to take it. So there are those issues.
Okay, Bafo,
yes, sir.
You've heard Martin.
Let me come in here. First and foremost, my brother Martin has not possibly adverted his mind using the OSP laws. The OSP, one of the means by which complaints OSP come to a matter or initiate investigations into a matter is through referral. And so the law anticipates that the GRA will refer a matter to the OSP. And in fact, I've dealt with the OSP in a matter where the case was referred to it, for instance, by the Auditor General. And so to say that it will not be appropriate or whatever my brother is saying very respectfully, I don't think it is cool. Further to that, we all know that to say that the people are afraid of reprisals, so they will not be courageous to refer a matter. You cannot classify the GRA as part of a people. GRA is an institution. So if an institution, after conducting its investigation, refers the matter to another state institution, who is going to attack it? Who?
Okay.
Very respectfully, we need to be very careful. Look, my brother, wealth is not crime. We cannot go back to 1981, 1979. However, we are supposed to do right by this country. And so, the institutions of state in performing their duties, for instance, every year, I'm supposed to file my tax. You are supposed to file your tax. And so, when you file your taxes with GRA, and GRA has a basis to conclude that there's the need for a lifestyle audit, the weight of the GRA is like that. The law allows it. It might not call it a lifestyle audit, but invariably that is what it is. Okay? Now, if the OSP, right, in doing its investigations of investigating corruption and corruption-related offences under the Public Procurement Act, under Act 29, under any other law, things that it necessitates a lifestyle audit, right? It will do it. But brother, when it couldn't do that for Cecilia Dapa, because there was no basis in law. Because at that point, it didn't have before it a complaint respecting corruption or corruption-related offences. It was the woman having complained about her stolen money, right? And so when you get frustrated, you don't go complaining, chasing lifestyle audit. If the police or the FIC was handling that matter, it probably would have found a way to deal with it, right? I have, for instance, said that, look, if you look at the case of Amoah, for instance, it was poorly handled because we didn't get the right state agencies involved. Because the right state agencies have the right power.
So, if I get you correctly, you are saying that there should be collaboration among state agencies to deal with these issues.
Exactly, because they all have the necessary powers. Look, today, go to NIB's office, National Intelligence Bureau. When you look at their law, they don't solely have the power to investigate, and so they have a CID office there. So the CID office is what is doing the investigations is what they are doing the investigations with, because their law mandates them working together with the relevant state agencies to do investigations. My brother, what we need now is not a lifestyle audit. We are looking for honest men and people in this country. We lack them. My brother, look, you sit in Parliament very respectfully. A bill comes to Parliament, and because we are divided on party lines, we all go and say, yeah. My brother, if we are doing the work in Parliament, right, a lot of the corruption will reduce. Why would somebody go and sign dubious power purchase agreements? Okay? And then the ordinary citizen will be overburdened with paying 45 cedis on every 10 gallons of fuel he purchases. And it only benefits few people. And so if Mr. Backpin, very respectfully, is minded to fight corruption, let's do our work well in Parliament. Because if we perform our oversight very well in Parliament, okay, the prospects of people having money to play about will reduce.
And finally on this, would you then support the institution of Integrity Awards?
I'm coming, my brother. All the agencies of state, right, they are under one parliamentary committee or the other, which performs oversight. If we're being candid, if we're being honest, we'll be able to reduce corruption from Parliament and not pass laws that, we end up sometimes even abusing or not using.
Great. And in that case, would you support the institution of Integrity Awards by Parliament?
I would rather we start giving ourselves awards very respectfully in Parliament. People standing up for the nation Ghana in Parliament. You see, charity begins at home. It's very, very good. It's very commendable. Okay, but let's work towards building a stronger Ghana from Parliament, a corruption-free society from Parliament. That, for me, should be our focus, right? And let the other institutions of state, the police and other institutions, deal with people who are corrupt outside of Parliament. That way, people would see that the greatest honor is working hard and achieving something for yourself. That is the greatest honor and award, and not calling people and giving them an award. For me, very respectfully, that is only symbolic. Let's begin to work towards awarding ourselves, honoring ourselves in Parliament, guarding ourselves at the back, our back, that we have done a very good work in respect of the budget, in respect of a bill that came to Parliament, in respect of loan agreements that came to Parliament. We should think about the country, think about the people, ordinary Ghanaian, and not rush through very crucial things through Parliament, under a certificate of agency. We are not doing a good service to the people in the circumstance.
Okay. Bafo Ewa, thank you very much. That's Nana J. Bafo Ewa, Member of Parliament for Menchia South and Member of the Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee of Parliament. But Martin Kpebo is still with us. Martin, I want us to move on quickly to the letter by, or the release by Ken Ofori-Attah's family, where they say, for instance, that the OSP has been engaged in use of office for vendetta and political persecution. He's deliberately been suppressing evidence and denial of institutional flexibility to permit compliance with orders. But for me, where I want your views on is his legal team inquiring from the Commission for Control of Interpol's files, whether the suits to the Human Rights Court scheduled to be heard, and the ruling on June 18, and the Mayos doctors' letters and reports, and the scheduled cancer surgery would have indeed impacted in, or would have affected the declaration of him on Interpol's red alert. Legally, I'd want to understand. I'm sure you've read, Articles 2 and 3 of the Interpol Constitution. Would these things have mattered if they were disclosed to Interpol?
Well, let's put it this way. It's difficult to stick out one's neck to say that a disclosure of that would automatically have led to Interpol to decline. Okay, putting Ufuriata on the red notice. It's difficult because it's a discretionary matter.
Okay.
Because if we're disclosing those, then certainly you would also realize that a very big gap, right, within Ufuriata's own defense is the fact that he made out the March 20th, 21 medical appointment as a big surgery, which requires so much attention, and so OSP even give him more time after the surgery. They themselves in their letter acknowledge that OSP had been generous or they had overindulged them. They were very happy because he had given more, far more than they anticipated. So they cannot come back now to cry foul. No. Right? So the Commission for the Control of Interpol Files, yes, it's an independent body, okay, but within Interpol, right? But they also use discretion. And when you are exercising a discretion, what do you look at? You look at all the facts. All the facts. So it's not as if it's just a one-way traffic that you just go and complain that this and this and this mean that Interpol didn't do the right thing. No. Very, very key in Ufuriata's defense is that failure to be candid with the OSP, that he was going for a diagnostic procedure. It wasn't a major surgery. Why do you make out a diagnostic procedure?
Let's say that was his understanding, Martin. Let's say, granted, that was his understanding that this was the case. After all, it was a letter from his doctor. So how then does it become a challenge when he was only presenting letters from his doctors?
Perfect. So, Winston, after March 21st, what happened? When it turned out to be a simple diagnostic procedure, why did Ufuriata keep quiet? Why didn't Ufuriata reach out to the OSP that, it wasn't a major surgery after all? So now I'm due to go for the surgery on June 13th. Can we arrange so that I meet you earlier, etc.? Reach out. That failure to reach out is very material. It totally erodes all honesty from Ufuriata's engagement with the OSP.
Okay.
Such a big guy. I look at it and I'm like, come on. I mean, what kind of symbolic way of dealing with the OSP is it? And Winston, I say this in the context that, remember when OSP first issued the red, and put him on the Interpol red notice, I disagreed. I said when Ufuriata was leaving this country, he gave notice to the various officers. All right? So I disagreed. But this second one, the way Ufuriata is behaved, he deserves to be there. But there's also a third point, Winston, that we also have to hold OSP accountable for the way it didn't take Ufuriata's offer to start engaging him whilst he was in the U.S. You hear OSP come to say something like, we can't take a caution statement via Zoom, etc. Please, that's not an answer. The moment people say engaging, there is a law. So let's just say that everybody speaking, maybe we're not articulate enough and said take caution statement on Zoom. What it means is that under the Mutual Legal Assistance Act, you could have asked the U.S. authorities to take the caution statement. It's simple. All they need is to touch him and say they are arresting him. So blah, blah, blah. He has a right to be silent. There are some procedural things. Before he writes the statement, it's not any rocket science. Okay. So when people say engaging Zoom, yes, there's a right to use Zoom under Section 42 of the Mutual Legal Assistance Act, right? Yes, the OSC say he's not yet an accused. All those answers are not answers. The moment citizens discovered that OSC could have engaged him by asking the American authorities to do the arrest just for the purpose of taking statement, etc., OSC should have just accepted it and said, well, okay, next time we can look at it. But the defense of coming to say, I cannot take caution via Zoom, etc., with due respect, it's not an answer. Look at the meaning of it. Does OSC accept that they could have asked the American authorities to do this for us? Because we do things, extradition, etc. For the Americans, a lot of Ghanaians are extradited to the US to face justice, etc. This one where we have not actually asked them to extradite Oforiatta. Just go do the cautioning so that Oforiatta can write his statement. It's nothing. So the third point is that OSU going forward must also watch how it's been dealing with this matter, because you see, if they had taken Oforiatta's offer that time and had taken the caution statement, etc., now that we are all not happy about how Oforiatta is, deceived the OSU, etc., they could have gone ahead to start the trial in absentia, because by then, because they've engaged him through U.S. authorities and will continue to engage him, etc., OSU say, look, simple. We are filing the charges on this day. Come or you don't come. So we could have gained time. But I said, no, we need him physically. Yes, I'm not challenging OSU's investigative powers to need him physically. But we are looking at how the time was managed. I think the OSU believed the Oforiatta too much. They didn't have a plan B. But you can't go into any major project like this without a plan B. So as you think good, you think evil. That what if this guy doesn't come? Do you know that there were a lot of people who said Oforiatta would never come? Yeah, a lot of skeptics said that, look, he's just deceiving you guys. Get on. So there should have been a plan B. So the plan B would have been engaging him all this while, doing all the necessary things that could be done. So when June 2nd came and he said he would not come, etc., then by now the charges would have been filed.
Okay.
Then the court case will be going on.
So if I get you clearly, Martin, you're saying that the OSP could have actually been a bit proactive in dealing with all of this. Now, by using the mutual legal assistance, would that then not be a justification for Ken's family saying they sense persecution instead of prosecution?
Well, you can't take that argument from them. No, I have to be fair. As I said, we also, Ben Boachis, ASEP, CDD, etc., we have a lawsuit against Oforiatta. Yet, I have to be fair. It's an argument. Yes, that's their interpretation. Once OSP didn't take that offer, we can't take that argument from them that they see this as persecution. No, I don't want to, be unfair to Oforiatta. No. Right. I believe if we use the right processes, we can still go through and hold him accountable. So I don't need to, say no when the answer is clear. Yes, when I make an offer that I'm available, this, and then you say no, I will not deal with you to any extent at all until you come into the jurisdiction. The family can make that argument, but it doesn't mean too that the family are right. But what I'm saying is that statement doesn't appear to be unreasonable. No, that is their interpretation of what is happening. They are entitled to it.
Thank you very much, Martin Kwebu, for joining us this morning. Martin Kwebu is a private legal practitioner joining us here on the Super Morning Show. We apologize for our inability to bring you the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us. Service resumes tomorrow. I still have Kojo Akoto Boateng here with me.
Yes.
Kojo, we need to go for a short break. I know there's a lot to be said, but we need to go for a short break. When we return after these messages, we would have time to address all of these issues here on the Super Morning Show. Earlier, heard from Nana J. Bafua, who's Member of Parliament for Manchester South and also on the Constitutional and Parliamentary Affairs Committee in Parliament. We'll be right back.
Let's go. My body, when you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh, you go work, but you know it's out on your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, cause you know it's out on your side. And when you dream, no say I did for you. And when you hustle every day, when you wanna go, anything you do, I did for you. If I believe I did your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I did your side, fidelity.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game of choices. Listen with rapt attention. Round 1, question 1. Elevator or stairs?
Stairs.
Now the second question. Less than 4 hours or at least 6 hours of sleep at night?
At least 6 hours of sleep.
The last question. Yomi yogurt or...
Yomi yogurt, of course.
Oh, I'm not done.
No need. That's my choice. Yomi yogurt.
Life is full of choices. Always remember that the choices we make today shape our tomorrow. Whether it's a morning start, a midday snack, or a dessert, our delicious Yomi yogurt is here to nourish you. Yummy, a nourishing choice. This advert is FDA approved.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Day and night, power your life. Steady lights, not a future brighter. Pay small, start today. Find your comfort, the translate way. Doom so now it's thing of the past. Strong solar power built to last. Clean and green for a low price. Don't waste your time, call Translite. The bill go drop when the sun go rise. No more darkness, everybody shine. No wahala, no more stress. Brand new solar, only the best. Charlie, start today. Have your freedom the Translite way. Feel the power in every ray. Fresh energy the Translite way. With Translite Solar FlexiPay, you can get a complete solar power system for as low as 49,000 Ghana cedis.
Call us today at 050-424-9229 or 020-654-2454.
Translite Solar. Translite Solar.
Papa no no, 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 Ankasa. Polytank is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytank, we get Sumo, Rambo, and get Sumo Super. And the Polytank, we did. Polytank, papa no no, 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 Ankasa. Polytank, the original, always the best.
If you have 250 Ghana cedis right now, it can do wonders for you. Chairman, Fabeji, it could turn your tears into joy in the Access Bank Fakitwabeji Kesiye promo. Madam, Fabeji, it could get you up to 50,000 Ghana cedis cash prize. Business owner, Fabeji, as a student, make transactions with your Access Bank card, and that could get you Spotify and Netflix subscriptions, PS5, iPhone 16 Pro Max, and more. This be out of class senso. Fabeji, you see what 250 Ghana cedis can do for you? And Gasakra. Fabeji, it's the Access Bank Fakitwabeji Kesiye promo. Deposit a minimum of 250 Ghana cedis and its multiples in your new or existing account and be on your way to winning a share of the 580,000 Ghana cedis in cash prizes and other amazing rewards. The more you deposit, the more your chances of winning. Promo runs from now to September 2025. This promo is in partnership with NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Access Bank, more than banking.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best.
Wake up to joy. Joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy, joy.
chorus does it. As for the rap, oh no.
This is one of the best rap I've ever heard.
I know.
Compliments the chorus.
I know.
The instrumentation.
I know.
The vibe.
I know.
This baby shoe Peru. He's in a
league with Pharaoh. Kojo, let's move on. As for Mr. Caesar, my friend Selassie Akabutu, known as Shiloza, says as you study play this one there, then problem happen, because then once you bring this one, it's a whole issue. But you know what? A lot of issues to be discussed this morning. And earlier we had a conversation about the integrity awards and also about the speaker's quest for the passage of a lifestyle audit legislation.
Yeah. And
you heard Bafwe J. Amoah, Nanaje Bafwe make the point, as Member of Parliament from Inshia South, that it's not really necessary.
Yeah.
You have laws in this country that can deal with that.
Yeah.
Martin Pebu seems to disagree. He thinks that, on paper you want to do these things, but there should be one law that all the agencies can tap into and engage in this lifestyle audit. We also talked about Ken Oforiatta, his family believing that the OSP is engaged in persecution instead of prosecution. Martin Pebu says, well, because the OSP didn't take advantage of some of the avenues available to him, you cannot fault the family when the family says that, except that, and that doesn't also mean that the family is right, except that you can't fault them. He feels that the OSP could have sought the mutual legal assistance with the U.S. authorities in getting Ken arrested and his statement taken, and then you continue with the case. That notwithstanding, he also feels that the period between March and June, where Ken had indicated he was going to have a surgery, and he didn't have the surgery, Ken could have actually taken advantage and showed up. And so once he didn't do that, he wants to. His family has petitioned the Interpol, but he believes that, well, there's a discretion available to them, but Ken's decision not to show up within that period is a challenge in his own defense. But we'll leave it and would follow up and bring everything to you, Kojo. But there's some traffic at the Palace area, Kojo?
Yes, I'm looking at the Google traffic updates of Accra, Kumasi, and other parts of the city. And there's traffic around the Palace Mall area, the Flower Pot area. I'm highlighting this because this is unusual, because from East Legon to the Major Mahama roundabout, the new overpass, right? The Kufuado overpass, for the want of a better description, it's red. So if you're climbing from the new ANC corner at East Legon, you climb the ramp onto the overpass, and it's red throughout, all the way almost to the Major Mahama roundabout. So something is happening there. So if you are moving from East Legon to town this morning, you may want to use the Emmanuel Eye Center, Emmanuel Eye Clinic Road, or the Shashi Road. But unfortunately, on that stretch as well, from Okponglo all the way to Tetekwashi to the Shangri-La area, there is also traffic. It's red all the way to Shangri-La, and then it turns amber from Shangri-La all the way to the airport, the airport traffic light. Okay, so that's how the traffic looks like. So if you are leaving East Legon or the Accra East side to Accra West and Accra Central, consult Google Maps and find a better route. On the motorway as well, I can see some traffic from the 18 junction onward. So those are some of the hot spots for traffic this morning. But Winston, I heard Bafo, I heard Martin Pebu, and it reminded me of something that General Mosquito said in 2015. General Mosquito, the general, he was the general secretary of the NDC then. He said a law without enforcement is just an advice. A law without enforcement is just an advice.
That's true.
If you look at our laws, the various laws we have to fight corruption, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not very versed in these legal matters. But on the face of it, I know we have the Criminal Offences Act, right? Which, to some extent, fights corruption if we use it very well. We have the IOCO, which was set up by an act to fight corruption and organized crime. We have the Anti-Money Laundering Act, right? We have the Whistleblower Act, which enables me to go and and give information to the authorities to fight corruption. We have the GRA bit too that was being mentioned.
Yeah.
Now we have the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act and even the Audit Service Act.
Yeah.
We have all these things, and why can't we use the whole of government approach? And most of these institutions are supposed to be independent to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Why can't we get all these? And we also even have the Conduct of Public Officials Bill that is also being pushed. So we have all these things. Why do we need another law, another act, another regulation when we are not actually using these laws efficiently and effectively?
Kojo, we'll get
do
into
we
all
need
of
another
this.
advice?
Well, we'll get into all of this here on the Super Morning Show. But of course, this morning also, we'll be having a conversation. Yesterday, you started a conversation with the Automobile Assemblers Association of Ghana. We're building up to, the Ghana Automotive Summit,
which is next week.
Next week,
exactly next week on Tuesday.
Yes, it's on the
17th,
and so we're getting into that conversation here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. But of course, this morning also, our friends from MasterCard Foundation will be joining us here on the Super Morning Show. So just stay tuned for that all-important conversations. And I know there are many of you who also have some concerns with, sending money electronically, particularly from your phone to another phone on Momo. Stay with us here on the Super Morning Show. We'll get into all of these. But discover MNC Group Global, your number one partner in real estate, minerals trading, and export logistics and food commodity trading. With our global presence, we connect markets that drive business growth with tailor-made solutions to meet your needs. Trust us to maximize your value in every deal. Reach us at MNC Group at mncgroupgh.com. MNC Group, totally reliant.
Let me tell you about the Excellium new formula from Total Energies. If you need fuel that cleans your engine, helps to extend its life, helps to lower your fuel consumption, helps to reduce your CO2 emissions, helps to fight corrosion, helps to fight the wear of your the wearing, or helps to fight all those things in your engine. You need to talk to Total Energies. They have the Excellium new formula. It helps you to drive. It's a fuel, what I say. So get it from Total Energies. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
So here comes the time of the year to celebrate the works and achievements of accountants, as the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana, ICAG, is all set to host its 2025 Annual Accountants Week celebration. Now, this week-long celebration is scheduled for Friday the 13th of June to Friday the 20th of June 2025 under the theme Leveraging the Transformative Power of AI, the role of the professional accountant. And this conference is scheduled to take place at the Air Force Base in Takoradi, will feature a range of activities, including religious observances, health and recreational sessions, professional sessions, and course night. I like that. And a gala night to climax the conference. Don't miss out on any of these insightful and exciting activities lined up to commemorate ICAG's 2025 Annual Accountants Week celebration. Visit ICAGH.org or call 0243 551788. Follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram at ICAGH1. Sponsors Deloitte IT Consortium, KPMG Built Africa, Caseware, PwC, Aspire Institute, ADB Bank, NAFAS, RN Ventures, EY, GRA, Zenith Bank, Starlife, John K & Co, AICPA, CIMA, and media partner, the Multimedia Group, ICAG Integrity.
And if you're a shareholder of the GCB Bank, this is an opportunity for you to update your records with the bank, your telephone number, your email address, etc. The bank wants to update these things so they can get you regular, timely, and relevant updates on your shares. So simply visit any GCB Bank branch. You'll be assisted to do so. Or you can also access the GCB website, gcbbank.com.gh, or go to their shareholders portal. They'll do this with you so that they can give you a seamless experience and help you stay well informed about the progress of your shares. If you are a shareholder registered on the CSD, please contact your broker for the necessary records to be updated for you. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
So looking for a car that aligns with your ambition? Then the Toyota Starlet, sold by Toyota Ghana Company Limited, should be your preferred choice for a comfortable drive. Designed for those who crave beauty, performance, and safety, the Toyota Starlet delivers the perfect value for your money. And the Starlet is a 5-seater salon with ample legroom to minimize driving fatigue. Rush to buy a Toyota Starlet from any Toyota Ghana Company Limited showroom today and enjoy 1 year or 20,000 kilometers, whichever comes first, free service with an extended warranty of 5 years or 120,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. Call Toyota Ghana Company Limited today on 0302 42980125 for further information. Terms and conditions apply. Ghana drives Toyota Starlet.
And the Access Bank Faketwa Beji Kesia promo is still running. They have 500,000 Ghana cedis in cash and other amazing rewards like PS5s, iPhone 16s, Chromebooks, and so much more just for you. What do you need to do? Simply deposit 250 cedis in your new or existing Access Bank current or savings account to join the promo. If you increase it to 500 cedis or more, you qualify for a draw. If you're a youth customer on the Solo account, spend 500 Ghana cedis or more with any Access Visa card and qualify for a reward. It's so simple. They have 4 monthly mini draws and 2 mega draws for you, and it runs from now to September 2025 in partnership with the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions, however, apply. Join the Faketwa Beji Kesia train. Save now for the future and win big. For more information, visit ghana.accessbankplc.com or call 0800 004 Access Bank, more than banking.
And Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices, is introduced an online store for your shopping convenience, which means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically coming to any of their branches. It's hassle-free, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time. They offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions however apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
And the SG Ghana Yasea Teso loans promo is back. Their low interest loans are back. So if you're a salaried worker, whether you're on the Controller and Accountants General Department payroll, if you work with an SG Ghana listed institution or already bank with SG Ghana, this is your time. From now to the end of September 2025, apply and receive a loan from SG Ghana for your personal and business needs and enjoy unbelievably low interest rates during the Yasea Teso loan promo. This promo is actually giving you the money you need at the rate you love. So call SG Ghana on 0302 214 314 for more information or visit any SG Ghana branch and enjoy the Yasea Teso loans promo today. Terms and conditions apply. SG Ghana, the future is you.
And Ghana, let's talk water tanks. And I'm sure you know by now the secret to real water storage. It's simple. If your tank doesn't have the tortoise on it, then it's not the correct tank. So the tortoise tank, Syntex tank, is the champion of water tanks. It's strong and it's durable and it's built to handle our Ghanaian weather. Rain or shine, Syntex tank has your back. So my people, go outside, check your tank, and if it doesn't have the tortoise on it, then it's time to upgrade. Join the Syntex family today and enjoy water storage that's tough like a tortoise. Call 0244-335-168 to buy now or find any of their 400 agents nationwide. You can also shop online at syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, strong, tough.
And for Omni Basic Bank customers, please, you are also to update all your account information. If you've not done that, please do that. The bank wants to serve you better, and to do that, they need to get updated records from you. So proceed to any of their branches or visit omnibasic.com.gh to update your account records with your Ghana card. For more information, call 030-708-6000 or 0800-100-790. Have a beautiful day. Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank.
And you know that at Enterprise, our vision is clear. In all our markets, our pedigree will be recognized, our strength respected, our expertise valued, and our solutions sought by all who desire an advantage in life. And that vision came to life once again at the 9th Ghana CEO Excellence Awards, where Enterprise Group made history. Our Group CEO, Daniel Labitieku, was honored as the best Group CEO insurance sector. And it didn't just stop there. Jacqueline Benyi of Enterprise Life, Akosia Ansa Entry of Enterprise Insurance, and Joseph Ampofo of Enterprise trustees were each named CEO of the Year in their respective sectors: life, general insurance, and pensions. Now, these recognitions reflect more than leadership. They reflect your trust, loyalty, and the partnerships we've built together. As we look ahead, we remain committed to delivering greater value and innovative solutions to help you thrive. Thank you for trusting in us. Enterprise, your advantage.
Yes, Winston, I'm still getting a lot of messages on the traffic on the Spintex Polo Club, the Palace Mall area.
Yeah.
And so Ghana Police Service, please, if you are not there, please move to the area, because there are a lot of people who are stranded because it's not moving.
Yeah.
So please move to the area and help people to move easily. All right.
Great. Stay with us when we return after these messages. We bring you sports and your birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show.
Afternoon.
Oh, afternoon.
Please, Momo.
Deposit or withdrawal?
Withdrawal.
Ah, I like how you say withdrawal. How much?
500 Ghana.
Why allow cash out?
Yes.
I feel ball number no mommy why?
0241 789.
Ah, nice one. Approve.
Please, the agent's name, is it Mipiska Bebre to Coin Ventures?
Hey, into what body you now?
She. My let into. I have to verify.
Always confirm the name of the person you are receiving money from before accepting a request. If you receive a request from a friend to send money to an unfamiliar number, call to confirm before taking action. Do not share your number with strangers for the purpose of receiving e-cash in exchange for physical cash, because the source could be criminal and result in legal actions against you.
MTN.
Ever wondered what else your Standard Chartered Visa card can do? It is not just for taking money from ATMs. Your Standard Chartered Visa card is the enjoyment card. Use it to shop at malls and supermarkets and for all your online transactions. Book and pay for that overdue vacation online and win fantastic rewards like airtime, Melcom gift vouchers, and a weekend stay at a plush hotel and many more. It is the enjoyment card. So next time you're about to make any payment, let your Standard Chartered Visa card lead the way, not cash. It is your gateway to secure, convenient, and rewarding payments. Visit the 360 Rewards website for more information. Standard Chartered, here for good.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold, and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
Well, time now for your birthdays here on the Super Morning Show, and birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go, and Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, strong as a group,
as close as a partner.
And this one says, happy birthday to my soulmate, Elizabeth Agbezuke. May your day be filled with joy, happiness, and God's blessings from your husband, Joshua, your children, Selom, Selikem, and Selassie. Fogofi should have added some ink to the thing, but later. Kojo, who's celebrating his birthday today?
Yes, a glorious happy birthday going out to Patience Adams Brown. May God's abundant blessings continue to shine upon you today and always. Have a truly wonderful and memorable celebration. And also a happy birthday going out to Fortune Alimi.
Fortune. Yeah.
Yes. Facebook just prompted me that today is Fortune's birthday. So happy birthday to you. And also going out to Esinam Siade. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Esinam Siade.
This one's a happy birthday, Ebenezer. Assuming you radiate life, possibility, and happiness. May your smiles never fade, and may your laughter echo hope all the days of your life. And it's wishing you a blessed new year from your friend Hannah Odami. And also happy birthday to Clarice, Mrs. Clarice Duama. May the desires of your heart be fulfilled on such a special occasion as this. It's from your husband Kwame Dodi Duama and the entire family. Which means we can now get into the Sports Center, and it's brought to us by
MTN.
Everywhere you go, it says switch to MTN's eSIM and download my MTN app to go SIMless today. Standard Chartered,
here for good.
FPAC blows your pain away, and DSTV your home of entertainment.
And if you want to switch to the eSIM, dial *#06# to check your phone's eligibility. Download the My MTN app or visit the MTN website to request for your eSIM. You can also visit any of their service centers nationwide to get easy hands-on assistance. Don't carry multiple phones, just get your eSIM on your phone. Go SIMless with MTN for convenience and seamless connectivity.
A happy birthday to Sylvia Akosia Mankwa Esquire from George Riafi. But I'm sure you're fired up for the conversations about the automotive industry. Then mark your calendars as the Automobile Assemblers Association of Ghana presents the 2025 edition of the Ghana Automotive Summit, happening on Tuesday, 17th of June 2025 at 10 a.m. at the Grand Arena Accra International Conference Center. This year's event promises to be an unforgettable event. It's a day full of activities as we look into the future of the automotive industry. Come connect with top industry leaders from policymakers, banks, insurance companies, part manufacturers, and more. You will also witness an exhibition of locally assembled vehicles and see the groundbreaking technology that's shaping the future of the automotive industry in Ghana and the sub-region. And there will also be an awards night and a banquet to crown the day. It's on Tuesday, the 17th of June 2025 at the Grand Arena Accra International Conference Center. Don't miss this opportunity to be part of the automotive industry's biggest event. And this event is brought to you by the Automobile Assemblers Association of Ghana, represented by VW, Nissan, Toyota, Kia, Honda, Peugeot, Fortune, Geely, Suzuki, Hyundai, Ashok Leyland, and Changan Auto, in partnership with Triple AM, the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, with support from Stanbic Bank, Ghana Jet, and the Multimedia Group.
And the Multimedia Group is also bringing and supporting the Ghana Hoti Expo, which is happening from tomorrow to Friday at the AICC. But let me tell you about the Standard Chartered Bank Future Makers Women in Tech program. It's giving you the opportunity to push you if you're a woman entrepreneur, and if you are living with disabilities, they support you as well. Now, through this empowering initiative, you gain a dedicated portfolio manager to help shape your business. You get access to seed funding of up to 10,000 Ghana cedis, $10,000, the CD equivalent, tailored master classes and invaluable mentorship opportunities, and a whole lot more for you. If you are ready to innovate, lead, and inspire, join the SC Ghana Future Makers Women in Tech program by applying at scwomenintechgh.com and take your business to the next level. Standard Chartered, here for good. Fent.
Good morning to you. Good morning to all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentio Tahiru Fentio. We're going to start with the Ghana Premier League, where newly crowned champions Gold Stars will officially be presented with the trophy on Saturday after a ceremonial coronation match against regional rivals Mediama at the Dance Park. Gold Stars made history last Sunday by winning their maiden league title in emphatic fashion after dismantling relegated Accra Lions 4-0 in front of their jubilant home supporters. They've become the third consecutive club from the Western and Western North regions to lift the top flight trophy. Now, while they are still to receive their trophy, plans are already underway for their participation in the CAF Champions League next season. The head coach is Frimpong Masu. He says he's already drafted a list of players he's looking to sign.
We need to, because that is another level, so we need to up the squad, and at every level you need to add. You see the kind of quality, whether you want an experience or whether you want the youth. That all depends when we sit down. I have the draft there. We will answer all those questions as to who and who are coming.
Frimpong Mansi is the head coach of the Bienne Gold Stars. Now, they finished with 63 points. Just behind them, Nations FC, who lost the title on the penultimate day when they decided to walk off the pitch after what they believed to be poor officiating against them. The brands and communications manager is Kennedy Boachiansa. He's warning Gold Stars of stiffer competition next season.
It's been a very beautiful journey, highly competitive, and at a point about best 3 or 4 classes competing for the ultimate trophy, which eventually was won by the Jenny Gold Stars. It's a for a few days, so now may congratulate the Jenny Gold Stars for winning the Ghana Premier League for the first time in the history of the club. And we believe we give them a very safe competition. There is also next year to play for. They should celebrate, but next year will be a different story altogether.
That's Nations FC's brands and communications manager Kennedy Boachiansa. Let's stay with the Ghana Premier League. Now, despite finishing the campaign in 5th position and 5 points behind champions Gold Stars, House of Folk boss Abubakar Ouattara has declared the Phobians the best team in the league. He believes overcoming early struggles is a big plus for his team.
House of Folk is the best team for the season. Well, we are coming from back. When we start, you are 0 points. And today we are 50 now. Between the champion and us, it's just 5 points. What do you want me to say? We have the players which the people don't know that today these players are stars. And we're fighting from the bottom one day. One day, I don't know, I'm not joking. We lead the league just 24 hours. It's another performance for these boys. But we didn't get the ultimate. That we are hoping we can get the league, but we didn't get it because of some things. That is particularly in Accra, where home matches.
So that's Abubakar Ouattara. He may be satisfied with where his team finished this season, but the head coach of Vision FC, Nanachman, is not pleased with where his team finished. It was the Tema-based club's first season in the Ghana Premier League. They finished 11th on the table, securing their place in next season's campaign. With 45 points, they wrapped up their safety with a 3-1 victory over Asante Kotoko on Sunday in Tema. But Nanajman says his season was rather overwhelming.
Personally, I'm very demanding of myself. So I will not say that the season has gone well, personally, but it has gone well for Vision. Let me say that because Vision is a new club. This is their debut in the Ghana Premier League. For them to be able to get to 11th in the position, I think it's a huge feat that Vision has been able to achieve. I think that we can build on it. We know our weaknesses, we know our strengths. I think we'll build up on our strengths, but then we'll try to develop the weaknesses very well. Come into next season and then probably even try to play much better than we have this season.
Vision FC's coach Nana Kwekwajiman. Elsewhere, Brekum Chelsea, their head coach Samuel Bodu and players Mizaka Friye, Stephen Amankona, Zakaria Fusaini, Saidu Mohammed and Collins Ameya have each been fined 1,000 Ghana cedis for misconduct during their FA Cup semi-final loss to Asante Kotoko. The GFA says their unsporting behavior toward officials at the TNA Park in Takwa brought the game into disrepute. Those fines, however, have been suspended for 6 months. Now, we're continuing our build-up to the MTN FA Cup final this Sunday between Ghana Premier League giants Asante Kotoko and Division 1 League club Golden Kick at the University of Ghana Stadium. Joy Sports' Victor Achetamaklo has more.
Sunday's final between Asante Kotoko and Golden Kicks will be the first meeting in 9 years to have a club each from the Ghana Premier League and the Division 1 League. The last time this happened was in 2016 when Bechem United defeated Okoro United by 2-1 in Cape Coast. However, Kotoko's most recent meeting with the lower tier side in the final didn't exactly go according to plan. The Porcupine Warriors lost by 1-0 to Nania FC, who were playing in the competition for the first time in 2011.
Victor Achetamaklo. So all eyes on Sunday then at the University of Ghana Stadium for the MTN FA Cup final. Before that, on Saturday night, the pomp and pageantry of Ghana football will converge at the Accra International Conference Centre for the 7th edition of the Ghana Football Awards. Joy Sports are proud partners of this particular award in its 7th year, of course. In our build up to the ceremony, we look at the nominees for the Odate Lamte Future Star Award.
Jerry Efriye, Christiana Shaku, and Edmond Beidu are the contenders for this year's Odate Lamte Future Star Award. Efriye has emerged as one of the most exciting young talents in football during the 2024-25 season. His performances for both club and country have showcased his goal-scoring prowess, composure, and potential to become a leading figure in Ghanaian football. His rapid rise saw him make history as the first player from Ghana's third-tier league to earn a Senior Black Stars call-up in November 2024. He scored 1 goal in his debut against Niger, despite Ghana's 1-2 defeat, showcasing his ability to perform on the senior international stage. A rising star in Ghanaian women's football has emerged as one of the most promising young talents during the year under review. Ashiaku has delivered standout performances at the youth international level for Ghana. She competed in major tournaments for Ghana during the season, the 2024 Wafubi Under-17 Girls Cup and the 2025 CAF African Schools Football Championship. Helping Ghana win the trophy, she emerged as the top scorer of the Wafu Zone B Under-17 with 6 goals in 4 games, including 2 hat-tricks. At just 19, Beidou has had a significant impact since joining Austrian giant FC Red Bull Salzburg in August 2024 from Division 2 side Asanska FC. Since his arrival, Beidou has wasted no time making his mark across multiple competitions, including the Bundesliga, OFB Cup, and UEFA Youth League. His versatility allows him to play for Salzburg's senior team, the UEFA U19 squad, and occasionally FC Liefering, Salzburg's feeder cup. Beidou is a name to watch in European football. His rapid ascent from Ghana's second division to Red Bull Salzburg in less than 2 years is a testament of his talent and determination.
That's Lawrence Beidou's report. So the contenders for the Odate Lamte Future Star Award are quite an illustrious list. The Ghana Football Awards, of course, will be on Saturday night. Live on Joy Prime here the multimedia group. Now let's wrap up with some transfer stories involving Ghanaian players. Ghana international Tariq Lamptey will stay at Brighton and Hove Albion for the 2025-26 Premier League season after signing a 1-year contract extension. Antoine Semenyo is a man in hot demand. According to Sky Sports, Tottenham Hotspur are the latest to express interest in signing him, and apparently they are in hot pursuit of the Ghanaian, alongside Manchester United, another club deemed to be interested in him. Meanwhile, Manchester City have signed Wolves left back Ryan Aït-Nouri for £31 million already. And Champions League runners-up Inter Milan, they've appointed Parma boss Christian Kivu, their former defender, as manager. He's 44 now, won the Champions League with them in 2010 under Jose Mourinho, and he also was a youth team coach at the club. He leaves Parma after only 13 games in charge and replaces Simone Inzaghi, who left to go to Saudi apparently. That's all the sports this morning on the Joy Sports Center. Back to you, Winston.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. And let's get interactive this morning. Social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and number 10 liver salt, a refreshing relief. And you know that every day people face different emergencies: police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency, you name them. But many Ghanaians don't know the emergency numbers. Well, here's one you'd always want to remember: *770#. Yes, *770# is the new EcoBank Money Emergency number. It gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility bill payments, airtime and data purchases, and so much more. Now, you don't need internet for this. Just dial *770#. No need to panic in any money emergency, because EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial *770# now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. Now, let me tell you about Azulas, because if you're looking for quality, premium, and affordable generator set, water pumps, mowers, and many more, then let me introduce you to Azulas Enterprise. We sell brands like Cummins, Perkins, Caterpillar, Honda, Genset, and bigger and smaller plants suitable for hotels, guest houses, schools, restaurants, and everyone. We also have 500-watt solar generator, which is soundproof, which does not use fuel to operate, of course. And we do free installations and deliveries within Accra. We also have solar panels for homes and offices, which can be used during lights out. Locators at Adringano Bridge near 69 American House, Achampon Junction, Baaleshi, and the New Town Junction, Ashalibutri, Social Welfare Medina, Adenta Race Junction. Call us 0203 005 498 or 0248 169 258. Which means it's time now for the Joy Business Minute. And that is brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts. Some manufacturing firms have started reducing prices of goods in line with the city's sustained appreciation against the US dollar. The Chamber of Petroleum Consumers is asking government to develop innovative ways to clear the power sector debt and not unnecessarily burden petroleum consumers with fresh levies. The total amount of currency in circulation increased significantly from 44 billion cedis in 2023 to 71 billion cedis at the end of last year. And the owner of CNN and HBO Max, Warner Bros. Discovery, says it will split into two companies by the middle of next year. The US media giant plans to separate its studio and streaming businesses away from its more traditional cable television networks. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
All right, so welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us. Fentio is still here. Fentio.
Hi.
I was away during Salah, but I'm told you have not done the needful.
Which is?
Fentio.
Salah day I was working.
Hold on. When it was time for Eid al-Fitr, you told us that this is not a big one.
Yes.
Now, I heard you also saying this is not a big one, oh boy.
Is the next one?
No, there's no next one.
The meat Salah is always the next one.
It was just the one that passed, please. You are talking to
no. So the one that has passed. So the next one, then we share meat.
No, the eights are how many?
2.
Okay, which is the big one?
Is it what?
Thank you. You understood me. Which is the big one?
The next one.
No, you just mentioned which is the.
I told you.
Which one is the big one?
The next one. Which one is the next one?
Hold on. Don't answer which one is the next one. I say Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. Which one is the big one?
The next Salah.
Look,
wait, define big.
Anointed Engineering Services.
Define big.
Is into the
because big is relative.
Rather, I am continuing, please. Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into the sale of ultra-silent fuel-efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA at competitive prices. And for every generator you acquire, you'll enjoy a 5-year warranty. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. Their services include 24-hour emergency service, sale of genuine spare parts, reliable rental service, professional advice, sale of tire lights and rental. Locate their latest branch at Pokwasi White House opposite Eco Block, and head office at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. They have 21 branches nationwide. They are into skills training. They have a training school that trains students in generators and plants, auto mechanics, electricals and control solar installations, and offer 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. Call them on 0243-480-334 or 0540-109-493. Anointed, the generator experts.
And are you an individual trader looking to expand your business? Then look no further. The Consolidated Bank Ghana Solo Loan is the perfect financial boost for you. Access a loan of up to 200,000 Ghana cedis with no collateral required and repay conveniently within 12 months. The Consolidated Bank Ghana Solo Loan is designed to support your daily operations and ensure the uninterrupted cash flow of your business. So sign up for the Consolidated Ghana Solo Loan today and take your business to the next level. Experience a quick and easy process when you apply. Remember, no collateral is required. For further inquiries, just visit any CBG branch nationwide or call our contact center on 0302 216,000 or via our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram and X. You can email us at, and this is the email address, talktous@cbg.com.ga. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you.
So, Fentio, which is the Feast of Sacrifice?
The Feast of Sacrifice is Eid al-Adha.
And when was it?
The Eid al-Adha?
Yes.
It was the past one. Then it will come next year. Then it will come next year and the year after that.
Okay.
It's repetitive. Every year it comes.
Every year it comes. Okay.
Yes.
So
this year's own is past. So let's look ahead.
The sacrifice was on the 6th of June.
Let's look ahead.
You haven't done the sacrifice to us.
It is also on the 1st of June next year.
Please, let's get into big stories. And this morning, our friends from Momo will be joining us here on the Super Morning Show. We're going to be having a conversation about it. I know there are many of you who have raised the concerns here and there who are also excited about it. We're going to get into all of it here on the Super Morning Show. But big stories brought to us by Telecel Connecting Energies and Prudential Bank. Truly dependable.
Yes, and the Telecel Cash, your secure and convenient cash platform, is still offering the lowest charges ever. Even better, sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is still free on the Telecel Play app. So whether you're paying school fees or sending cash to your favorite people, send the keke. Winston didn't do that, and he said harassing me. Remember, you can make payment to all other networks anywhere. Cash transfer is accepted as a means of payment. You can dial *110# or download the Telecel Play app today. Now send the keke. Telecel.
Now, my senior from Mali School, Seraphine Vedume, says,
"Oh, he shouldn't add his mouth to this one.
Small one. If it or other, you dodge the question." Thank you. Okay, well, welcome to Seamless Banking with Prudential Bank mobile app. Perform instant transactions, link mobile money wallets, scan GHQR to pay, manage your cards, transfer money between banks, and do so much more. No more banking hours. Experience simple, secure, and convenient banking wherever you are, 24/7. Download the PBL mobile app now from Apple App Store, Google Play Store, and Huawei App Gallery. Visit Prudential Bank website or social media platforms for more. Prudential Bank, truly dependable. When we return after these messages, our friends from the Automobile Assemblers Association of Ghana will be joining us. Yes, people are sending you messages.
Why are they attacking me, George Quay? I don't understand. No. He says, "Small cow meat you can't share." I'm disappointed. Then be disappointed, eh?
Well,
George Quay, if you turn yourself into cow, cry me, I'll chop you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it. You gon' enjoy it. In my rhyming check. In my rhyming check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even church tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Kim promise.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know. Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Telecel Cash has the lowest transfer charges ever in Ghana. Send a keke with Telecel Cash. You for sort out your old boy? Send a keke. Your girl they bill you? Send a keke. Merchant payment? Send a keke to all networks. T-Cash agents in Swaji baby. You won't buy some 1212. Send a keke. And even better, T-Cash to T-Cash transfers are still free on the Telecel Play app.
Telecel Cash is a secure and convenient platform for cash transfers across all networks and anywhere mobile money transactions are made. Dial *110# to send money at the lowest charges ever, or download the Telecel Play app to send cash to T-Cash wallets for free. Telecel Cash. Send the keke.
On the go. night or day. BBL app is the easiest way. Bank secure, bank with ease. Right at your fingertips, bank is a breeze. BBL app making banking so clear. Anytime, anywhere, we're here. Safe, secure, banking for you. BBL app, simple and true.
Welcome to the future of banking. The Prudential Bank mobile app. Bank secure anytime, right from your phone. Access your accounts 24/7. Perform instant transactions. Pay bills. Link mobile money wallets. Scan and pay with GHQR. Manage your cards. Make seamless GIP interbank transfers. All with ease. No more banking hours. Take control and app your banking. Experience simple, secure and convenient banking. Download the PBL mobile app now. PBL mobile app. App your banking.
Are you tired of rising fuel costs and frequent service and maintenance draining your budget? Are you a transport business thinking of the best eco-friendly and cost-saving option for a car? Then switch to the Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle. The Cerio Nano 3 EV is proudly marketed and distributed in Ghana by Anointed Engineering Services Limited. The sleek Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle, with its advanced technology and high performance, emits zero emissions because it does not run on fossil fuels. No need to worry about a charging station because you can charge your Cerio at home directly by plugging into the socket. The Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle offers unmatched comfort, interior design, fast charging, long-lasting battery, and a portable digital ultra-silent genset for backup charging no matter your power situation anywhere. Visit our brand new and ultra-modern showrooms in Accra and Kumasi. In Kumasi, Asukwa, in front of the TAT yard on the Ak Mayanka Road. Call our hotlines on 0544 340589 and 0243 480 334. Anointed also stocks genuine spare parts and delivers after-sales services 24/7 for our Cerio Nano 3 EVs. The Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle. Experience a legacy of luxury modernized. Cerio EV. Go electric.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Still live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. So, I told you that the Ghana Automotive Summit is on 17th June. That's just a week away, Tuesday. You can't miss that for anything. And so this morning, our friends from, Silver Star Auto Limited and also from BMW, more like the same company, they've joined us here in studio to have a conversation about what you can expect, on Tuesday the 17th of June. Rabi Aga is General Manager Sales BMW and Eric Ano is Brands Marketing Officer for Silver Star Auto Limited. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston, and good morning to your listeners.
I believe you're all doing very well.
Very, very well. Very well.
And you're fired up, gearing up for the summit?
We are ready 100%. To go.
I like the fact that you're ready to go, and it's 100%. So tell me. Basically, before we get into everything about the summit, we know that you are into the assembling of, vehicles locally. Which vehicles do you assemble, first of all?
Thanks, Winston. Well, we assemble the Peugeot brand. It's the second largest brand in Europe and the fifth in the world. Peugeot did approach us. They're looking for a reliable partner in Ghana, and they found Silver Star to be the perfect one. So we do assemble the Peugeot, and we also assemble, coming soon, the Aisha trucks.
Okay. So let's talk about the Peugeot, because it's a brand that is known. And normally, the concern for many people is the durability of these vehicles. They talked about standardization. So there's someone listening to us right now who is probably asking himself, but I can get Peugeot outside the country. Why would I want to buy it locally assembled right here in Ghana?
Right. Okay. So look, there actually is no difference between what is done outside and here, apart from the vehicle is tropicalized for our terrain. One unique thing about the Landtrek pickup is it is meant and made for off-road activities. So as regards a utility vehicle, meant for construction, mining use, military use, police usage. And Stellantis actually designed the vehicle purposely for Africa with key points in mind. A, fuel consumption. I mean, fuel is expensive in Africa. Let's call spade a spade. It is.
Yeah.
So with a 1.9 turbocharged engine vehicle, they looked at a very good economical vehicle, which is just one of the few vehicles in the country that offers such engines. Plus your off-road activities that we go out to the farms, like you have a farm, we go out to construction, we go off-site to the mines. This is a purpose ad hoc designed vehicle for the Ghanaian African market.
And that's what vehicle is
that's
that?
The Landtrek.
The Landtrek.
The Landtrek.
Peugeot Landtrek.
Peugeot Landtrek.
That's a pickup.
Mm-hmm. That is a pickup. That is a pickup. For the compact SUVs, they've introduced the new released vehicle, the Peugeot 3008. An amazing vehicle, a 1.6 turbocharged vehicle, new design with a 23-inch screen, locally assembled, and with amazing features available on this car.
Talking about amazing features, I know that, I've been talking to some of your colleagues, for instance, we've spoken to your president, and anytime, these conversations come up, you're doing a great job. We like the fact that, I certainly like the fact that I say, my dream is to sit down and watch my car being assembled.
Yes.
I don't want to drive it from the showroom, I want to drive it from the assembling plant.
Yes.
You're watching the car being assembled, and then you drive it away. But I'm sure there are certain challenges that you probably are facing that you want to bring to attention, even as you get ready for the summit. Any challenges you're going through, or this is a smooth sailing business?
Look, so far it's a smooth sailing business. I can tell you that one key challenge is meeting production times. There is demand, and the assembly plant is say 70% full timelines. So this is the key challenge. Well, probably expansion. We look forward to expanding the assembly plant, where we are looking at assembling over 1,000 units vehicles. So a key problem right now is the timelines for deliveries. Stellantis has a lot of work to push up to meet demands in the country.
Okay, let's talk about the summit. Eric, let me bring you in at this point. Let's talk about the summit. How are preparations towards the summit from your end, and what can we expect when we get there?
So we are excited to be part of the Triple AG, once again, a Silver Star and the Peugeot brand. Is going to be exciting as always, because with Silver Star we believe in excellence, and we believe that partnering with the AAG will help us reach out to the untapped sector of the population and let them understand the brands that we have from Peugeot, and let people get to experience innovation from ourselves, from Silver Star and stuff. So we are ready, and we are excited to be part of the Triple AG event coming on, and we wish that consumers will get to appreciate the models that we have, especially the Landtrek. It's being assembled in Ghana, not just that the other luxury vehicles being assembled in Ghana. It's something that we are trying to let Ghanaians understand, that it's better to buy vehicles locally assembled to meet our local terrain than to bring in vehicles from outside, which sometimes cause issues and cause this wear and tears, and people complain about duty and exports and all those things and stuff. Silver Star is aiming at one day becoming your hub for locally assembled vehicles, and I think Triple AG is helping us reach that destination. Yes.
Great. So I know that the summit, there'll be conversations, there'll be awards gala and all, but for many of us who will be coming to the summit, we're looking for discounts. So let's get into that bit. I know if I don't ask this question, there are many people who say, so the Landtrek that we're talking about, the Peugeot Landtrek, you say it's for the off-road activities, it's very solid. So I'm thinking about, I need to get one for my farm. You're saying you take it to the construction side. I beg, do you have any promotional sale on the day?
You are very lucky. Yes, we have. Recently we launched a promo. It's going for 398,000 starting from. We have two
Ghana
trims.
cedis?
Yes, Ghana cedis.
Wait.
Ghana cedis.
398,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Less than $40,000.
Less than. Brand new.
Tier rubber.
Assembled right here in Ghana.
I like that.
Yes. And the good news is that you guys even use one.
Oh, as for us, we use one.
So you should be telling us how it feels. It
feels good.
It feels good.
That's why I'm asking. This one was bought from the company. I'm asking for individual purchase.
Good. I'm glad you said it feels good, and we want people to understand that. People knew Peugeot. In those days, I think was it during the era of the President Rawlings era, Peugeot was all over, and Kufuor also. The police were using Peugeot all over the place and stuff. But the Peugeot, is much better. it's much exciting, and it's very tough and robust. So the Landtrex promo is something that you cannot miss. The dollar is going down, the euro is going down and stuff. This is an opportunity for you to grab a Landtrek now. Don't wait. My boss always say this promo is just 1 week old. Don't wait. If it ends this Friday, you are out of it. When you come back and the price has changed, don't come and blame us. The price is limited. 390, starting from 398,000, upwards, because we have two trims. We have the Landtrek full option, which is still manual, and then Landtrek basic, which is both good for off-road activities. So if you're a farmer, a contractor, a business owner, the telcos especially, they are looking for vehicles that will help them carry their equipment in and out of Accra and all those things. They need a Landtrek. And not just that on the Landtrek, we have other vehicles on promo also. We have the 3008, we have the 5008, which very soon will be unveiling officially for the public to officially have the feel of the vehicles. It's not just going to be unveiling, it's going to be an experience that we want to have people to get people to feel the vehicles. The vehicles are already in the system. You might have seen a few of them, the 3008 and the 5008. Let me add to this. The Peugeot brand is a brand built for people going places, basically. So if you're looking for a vehicle that will take you places and beyond, the Peugeot brand is yours.
Great. So wrapping it up, Rabi, anything you want to say finally, particularly for those of us who are still undecided on whether or not we're coming for the summit?
You should please pass through the summit. It's going to be an amazing one. It's a great experience you're going to have. Make it a point to pass through.
It's at the Grand Arena on the 17th of June. I'll be there, and I'd expect to see everybody. Thank you very much, Rabi, who's General Manager Sales, BMW, and to you, Erica Notbrand's Marketing Officer, Silver Star Auto, for making time to join us. So you know where to be on the 17th of June at exactly 9 a.m. The gates would open for the Ghana Automotive Summit. It's a must-attend event. But look, if you're looking for a little more in life without spending more, I get it. Every city counts. And that's why I want to share something that's really made a difference for me. The ABSA Abapa account is designed for people like us, those who work hard and deserve more for less. Here's what I get with my ABSA Abapa account: a free GH-Link card, access to loans of up to 50,000 when I need help, high interest on savings, free SMS alerts to track every peso I spent, seamless mobile and online banking, no need to join long queues, and many more. And the best part, it's simple to open. If you're looking for more value, more peace of mind, and more control over your money, then ABSA Abapa is just the account for you. Open your account today and get more. T's and C's apply. Your story matters. ABSA. But when we return after these messages, we're going to get into a conversation about Momo. Okay, it's something we all use these days. So stay with us when we return. We get to address all the concerns and all the exciting things about Momo here on the Super Morning Show. We'll be right back.
Super Morning Show. In Ghana today, the workforce is changing. That's why the Design and Technology Institute, DTI, is admitting youth who are 16 to 27 years old. As Ghana's first privately owned TVET institution, DTI is offering cutting-edge training to help you develop new skills to meet today's industrial demands. If you are a recent SSS or university graduate, or an applicant looking for relevant career prospects, DTI lets you choose precision welding and fabrication, design innovation, entrepreneurship, and other exciting programs. DTI's unique competency-based curriculum focuses on practical skills and problem solving, ensuring that you graduate prepared to tackle real-world challenges. For more information, visit dtiafrica.com or call 054-169-3534. You can also pick up application forms at our campus in Mimpasem, East Legon. DTI, wired for jobs.
Hello, Ghana. It's a new year and Bill's Microcredit is here to support your dreams. If you're not working but want to start a business, don't let money stop you. With just your Ghana card, you can get a loan to turn your ideas into reality. Already running a business? Need more capital? Or are you a salary worker looking for extra funds? Bill's offers Fast and easy loans with no collateral, no deposit, and no SUSI savings required. Wherever you are, whatever you need, Bills makes it happen. Call Bills Microcredit today. Call 0596 920 833 or 0302 200 390 and get started. Bills is licensed and regulated by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
Let me introduce you to the Honeymoon Hotel.
Aula, please. You can't just change your mind anytime it suits you.
Wow, I can't believe you're doing this on a honeymoon night.
I am going to sleep in the lobby.
I'm coming with you.
Don't follow me.
I'm coming with you.
Woman, it's more like don't.
Me, I will, don't. You two don't, I'll come.
Adapted and directed by Shirley Frimpong Manso. Honeymoon Hotel. Starring Jocelyn Dumas, James Gardner, Amake Ababrese, Amanda Gisi, Andrew Tando Adote, David Donto, and more. Live on stage on June 20th, 21st, and 22nd, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day at the National Theatre. Tickets are available now at 200 Ghana cedis regular, 350 Ghana cedis VIP. Dial *713 *33 *10#. For more information, call 0545 246 478. Sponsored by African Radiant Hotel, Caveman Watches, Oyarifa Mall, McPhillips Food, and AE Cinemax.
The Honeymoon Hotel, where love lasts. Powered by Africa Arts Network.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling. Wow. Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
For over 20 years, Ashesi University graduates have been pioneering change across the continent and beyond. With our new graduate programs in Master of Business Administration, Intelligent Computing Systems, and Mechatronic Engineering, you can advance your career or your enterprise. And Ashesi education gives you more than just a degree. It equips you with skills for a lifetime. Visit www.ashesi.edu.gh to explore our programs designed for Africa's future leaders. Remember, applications are ongoing.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Welcome to Spintex Plaza, where living and working blend seamlessly.
Spintex Plaza, the place to be. Furnished apartments feel so free.
Imagine coming home to a luxurious furnished apartment with everything you need.
Rooftop pool, swim under the sky. Rooftop bar where the good times fly. Rooftop gym, get fit and strong. Spintex Plaza, you can't go wrong.
Spintex Plaza, your home, your work, your lifestyle. Come see us today or call us on 0241 327 363. www.spintexplaza.net. Building or renovating? Look no further. At Interface Limited, we have everything you need to create stunning spaces.
Transform your interiors with our top quality plasterboards, acoustic ceilings, and cement boards.
Step into style with our exquisite laminate and engineered floors. And for your data centers, durable raised access floors.
Elevate your outdoor spaces with our WPC decking and fencing.
Protect your home with our beautiful and reliable roof shingles, insulation, canopies, and PVC fascia boards.
Add a touch of elegance with our beautiful POP cornices and roses.
Quality, affordability, and style all in one place. Building a better Ghana, one space at a time. Visit www.interfacelimited.net or call 0274 999 999.
Say Lonat, 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 Lonat. Hey, Lonat, 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 Lonat. Lonat, Lonat. Then come cotton. Lonat, Lonat, Lonat. Malaria super Lonat. Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D Lonat now. One toe malaria chill. Popo. What will it do? I want the Lonat. Lonat. Dabako. Num Lonat. Adamienu. Num Lonat. Adamiensa. Num Lonat. No. Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat ide scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenhwehwemu hu se malaria wo mojam ansa na wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no da so wo ho a ko hu doctor.
This advert is FDA approved.
The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Music from Dibla Morgan. Title of the song is Think of You. All I've got to do is think of you. I love this song. And welcoming you back to the Super Morning Show. It's 8:33. My name is Kojo did I say Kojo Yankson? How can you introduce yourself as someone else? Impersonation. Charlie, if you like, I miss the man. Call him. He's on leave. He'll be with you shortly. Nana Kojo Yankson. Good morning. My name is Kojo Akoto Boateng. And I am Winston Amoah. Yes, and we've been joined by the CEO of Mobile Money Limited. To me, that's one of the most influential, impactful businesses in the country, because you cannot do up to 3 things each day without interacting with the business in one way or the other. They are making healthcare easy. They are making trade better and faster. They are making almost everything: school fee payments, integrations, business. If you move money, you move business, you move joy, you move sometimes sorrows, especially when scammers steal your money. And he's joined us this morning to talk about Mobile Money Limited, what the business has been doing over the years, and also to interact with you and get your concerns here on the show. Mr. Shaibu Haruna is the CEO of Mobile Money Limited. Good morning.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's always good to see you, Shaibu. I remember when Mobile Money was launched, the work you guys have done of almost 20 years, pushing and building a brand that is respected globally for excellence and for creating growth in the economy. 17 years now?
Yeah, 17. Moving closely to 17. I think we'll be celebrating our 17th anniversary in July.
Wow. Wow, that's a long time. 17 years. Okay. Where were you 17 years ago? 17 years ago, I had finished my master's degree in journalism. Yeah. Yeah, 2008, right?
I remember that advert. Minsako.
Yeah, and we were discussing that 17 years ago. We're discussing the Minsak and everything, and the language, and the joy, and how this could,
Nasikano the first time I asked my mother to register for mobile money, and I sent her money, she asked me Sikano because she could just not understand that the text that had been sent to her is money for her to deal with.
It makes life easier.
But these days, if you send her mobile money, she knows that Sikanaba.
That's all we do these days.
Yeah.
Those were very humble beginnings, and we actually, it was really an exciting time, also a very tough time for us because it was new to the people who were behind it, and of course new to Ghanaians as well. But fast forward 17 years down the line, we're just grateful to Ghanaians for believing in it and sticking with it, and the impact that we are delivering every single day to individuals, businesses, as well as the community we live in.
With my little experience in the IT space, I assume that you've invested billions in setting up this business as it is today, and that is really good for the economy. I've been looking at some of the numbers and some of the decisions even that we've made to support the macroeconomy because of the growth of digital business, and we want to say congratulations to you. So Shaibu, welcome to the Super Morning Show. We have a big conversation. If you have any questions for Shaibu, you can message us 055-1111-997. That's the WhatsApp line, 055-1111-997. The hashtag is JoySMS. We'll be happy to relay your message across to Shaibu, especially your questions and your concerns. I know a lot of you also have questions and concerns about fraud. Some of you have been losing money. What can we do together to prevent all these things? It's coming up here on the Super Morning Show.
And let me tell you about the Alisa Hotel Father's Day. It's time to celebrate the heroes, providers, and protectors in our lives. So join Alisa Hotel this Father's Day for a special lunch experience crafted to honor the kings in our hearts. The event is carefully curated with lip-smacking delicacies plus live band music, while they participate in exciting activities like special prizes to be won. What better way to treat daddy than an Alisa Hotels experience? Book a table now at Alisa Hotel Northridge and Alisa Hotel Tema to experience authentic Ghanaian hospitality. It's on the 15th of June 2025. Rate is 500 Ghana cedis per person. It's at 12 noon. And so treat daddy to a relaxing weekend experience by booking a special weekend package starting from $120 only. Terms and conditions apply. For more inquiries and reservations, please call them on 0501-631-2447 or 0501-631-1252. Alisa Hotels, Akwaba means more than just welcome. And for those of us whose fathers have passed away, I say this is the celebrate your father.
Yeah.
Celebrate your father, sometimes you look back and say, there was a lot of time we could have done these things, but we didn't do them. So please
don't leave space for any.
No. Don't say I'll do it next year.
Yeah.
I'd always assumed next year was going to come, but by the time you realize the man may not be there anymore. So take advantage of this.
And DHL Express is giving you 5% off when you send personal or official documents, gift items, paintings, cosmetics, clothing, dried fish, processed foods. If you're importing from Asia, Australia, Europe, the Middle East, the rest of Africa, you also get a 5% discount. So rush now, talk to them. They are making your import and exports and your shipping easy. So talk to DHL Express today and get your 5% discount now. If you are ready to experience the ease of shipping, visit their website at dhl.com. Call them on 0244-485-176, 057-113-7599. DHL, excellence simply delivered.
And are you a graduate from the University, Polytechnic, College of Education, Nursing and Midwifery College, or you've completed SHS and looking for the opportunity to study your dream course abroad? You can study in countries like Australia, Canada, USA, and England, New Zealand, and more, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. These countries have excellent reputation in teaching and research, and you can work part-time to support your studies and get up to 4 years post-work visa when you've completed successfully. So application for September 2025 is ongoing. Contact Asto Links to get information about admission, scholarship, as well as how to secure your study visa Astolinks is located at 4A Pawpaw Street, East Legon. Call them on 0265 341070. Visit them on their website, astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway for success.
And if you are ready to dream, then deliver in the world of IT. If you want to build yourself up to be one of the best professionals in the space, for Mobile Money Limited to snatch you, go to Jackson Institute of Technology. Is the only NIT authorized training center in Ghana. They are located at Ring Road near Circle in the heart of Accra Central Business District. What I like about them is that they offer flexible learning options, so you can do a hybrid system while you study with them to get globally recognized certifications. In Kumasi, find them at Jackson Educational Complex Headquarters, Ideas near KNUST. Call them on 0596996037 or visit git.edu.gh for more information. GIT is your gateway to a thriving IT career.
And you know, at Enterprise, our vision is clear. In all our markets, our pedigree will be recognized, our strength respected, our expertise valued, and our solutions sought by all who desire an advantage in life. That vision came to life once again at the 9th Ghana CEO Excellence Award, where Enterprise Group made history. Our Group CEO, Daniel Labitieku, was honored as the best Group CEO insurance sector. And he didn't stop there. Jacqueline Bainey of Enterprise Life, Akusian San Entry of Enterprise Insurance, and Joseph Ampofu of Enterprise Trustees were each named CEO of the Year in their respective sectors: life, general insurance, and pensions. These recognitions reflect more than leadership. They reflect your trust, loyalty, and the partnerships that we've built together. As we look ahead, remain committed to delivering greater value and innovative solutions to help you thrive. Thank you for trusting in us. Enterprise, your advantage.
And Adanse is celebrating 12 years this August, and they are making it more exciting for you. Get ready to see more, feel more, and explore some of the world's most exciting destinations, from fun-filled family adventures in Dubai to romantic getaways in Asia, thrilling escapes with friends in South Africa, or that long-awaited dream trip across Europe. It's not just travel, it's an experience you'll never forget. Call Adanse Travels on 0595 500817 or 0531 008550, or visit adancetravels.com to book your spot. You know, when you book your spot, you can pay with Momo. So it's easy for you. And so let's make memories together this August with Adanse Travels. Adanse at 12. See more, feel more. Yeah, so we have Shaibu here. Shaibu is the CEO of Mobile Money Limited. I'm always tempted to say MTN Mobile Money Limited. Forgive me, because now let's talk about the business, Shaibu. You are the CEO of Mobile Money Limited, which is MTN Momo, really, because everybody says MTN Momo. How would you describe being the CEO of such a business that runs a service that is used by over 17 million users? Your transactions are in the billions. How is it like?
No, it's quite humbling, and I must say, also very exciting environment to work in. I'm very fortunate to be surrounded by very talented young people, and obviously an industry that is filled with excitement in terms of innovation, and also the impact story that we deliver every single day, trying to solve the friction around payment, around doing transactions generally. The impact is felt by individuals every single day, every single moment, moments of need, moments of sorrow. Momo is always at your disposal. But also importantly, the impact of our business to the general economy and the multiply effect that mobile money transactions generally impacts on the economy. But also importantly, how we also deliver services to communities through either our partnership with international money transfer organizations, where transactions terminate through the banks and we are able to deliver the last mile services to our customer. So it's quite a very exciting environment, and we are very privileged to be serving Ghanaians and continue to invest in making the service as seamless as possible for our customers.
I like the example you gave about the international transactions, because when we were growing up, one of the most interesting but painful adverts we used to see on TV was the burger for the want of a better expression. The burger who had given money to another burger to bring to their mother in Ghana, and the money never arrived. But these days, somebody can transfer money anywhere in the world, and the money goes straight to the person receiving it without the person even going to a bank or any institution, and all that is enabled by you. This is very impactful.
Yeah, I mean, through the partnerships that we form, typically within the international money transfer system, you would typically have a sending party, which would be your international money transfer organization. The money is sent to a bank in Ghana, and what the bank does then is to convert it to local currency, and then that is then sent through us with instruction as to who to receive the funding. So it's not just a mobile money activity. It's actually forged through the partnership that we form with different actors in the ecosystem to deliver it seamlessly. So to you as the recipient, it feels like the money just came through Momo, but there's a whole mechanism around delivering that service safely to you. You can equate what we do as your last mile delivery service provider, where the solutions are designed through all the collaboration with different actors within the ecosystem and delivered safely to you. When you have issues from a recourse mechanism point of view, we are there to serve and solve the issue through our network.
I was struggling earlier with the name. I said MTN Mobile Money Limited, but the name actually is Mobile Money Limited. Is it separate from MTN now? What's your relationship with the MTN we know? The MTN that gives me my SIM.
Yeah, MTN runs through us. MTN is the brand name for our business overall, but Mobile Money Limited is a subsidiary of what you know as MTN Ghana, and the registered name for MTN Ghana is actually Scancom Limited. So we are a subsidiary of MTN Ghana, and our mandate in terms of our operation is actually we are regulated by Bank of Ghana, and the MTN Ghana is however regulated by NCA.
Okay.
So we take the instructions in terms of how we operate through the Payment Systems and Services Act, which defines our role, and we are operating within that law as part of the electronic money issuer. So that is the role we perform, and we are regulated by Bank of Ghana.
Okay, so you are BOG, MTN is NCA.
Correct.
But you all work under the same MTN brand.
Correct.
So there is a relationship between MTN and Mobile Money Limited.
Absolutely. It's a parent-child relationship as it is. And the way we operate is that we have we're a separate entity, but we also rely on MTN as a service provider in delivering certain services on our behalf, and vice versa. We also, through our platform, are able to also deliver some services to MTN, arm's length relationship, So that's the way we operate.
Functionally, if I look at my life now, almost everything almost all my payments, really. I pay for electricity using mobile money. I pay for water using mobile money. I pay for my fuel using mobile money. I pay my staff using mobile money. I do practically almost everything. You are just like my bank. Does the business feel like a bank? Are you a bank?
We are an enabler. And what that means is you can look at us like your delivery person. You see, behind all this structure are key relationships that we've built. For instance, the money that you put into your mobile money wallet, by the nature of our business, we are required by law to actually have a trust account with a universal bank. So that money is actually safely in a bank environment. What we do is to deliver it to you at your point of need.
Okay.
So anytime you need a service and you have value, we are able to enable that for you. And also around it are also different ecosystem actors. For instance, there are the fintechs who are also regulated by Bank of Ghana. So and we ensure that they create solutions. They look at the different friction around, they create solution, we deliver through an API, and we are able to enable the services that you consume every single day. So whether you are at a fuel pump station or you are paying someone, there is a whole ecosystem act that ensures that this service is delivered to you safely.
So you say the funds are held by a bank?
Correct.
And when we need it, then but we need a lot of money all the time. And there's actually a school of thought that says, look, you probably may have a lot of depositors than the banks. These days you give us interest payments too, quarterly. Yes. So
I saw my last interest payment. It came at a good time.
Oh, good. You had a lot of money then. It means you channel a lot of money through the Momo system, or you keep a lot. But isn't that more of taking the banking job? Some say you're weakening the banks, or you say you're making them stronger.
Far from that. Far from that. I mean, the way the relationship is, it's a partnering role. Remember, the banking industry has been around for ages. If you look at the Bank of Ghana economic and financial reports in May this year, the size of the mobile money float ecosystem across the industry was around 28 billion Ghana cedis. Right now, this money ordinarily would have been sitting in cash under people's pillow or in their pockets across the country. This will not be available to the banking system. For the banking system now to be able to use it to deliver loan services and other products that would have a multiplier effect in terms of the economy. So our role is one of mobilizing, and I want you to look at us as the delivery person who is able to send the funds to the customer and also be able to collect on behalf of the banks. So we do the last mile work in terms of mobilizing the funds, and this fund is safely in the banking space. And we work collaboratively to deliver it. I think initially when we started this journey, there were a lot of misconceptions around it. And today, I mean, we are connected to 22 banks, universal banks in the country. We work with a lot of non-bank financial institutions. I mean, if you look at it in terms of some of the services that we deliver today, let's talk about the loan services. I think we have very, very popular loan services that millions of Ghanaians have access to, and we disburse billions of Ghana cedis to them. This is not an MTN own product. The product is actually owned by a bank. So if you take any of the loan product, there is a bank that actually provides a capital, and we use the data of customers to score them, and on the basis of that, the bank then makes a decision in terms of disbursing. And we, as the delivery mechanism, ensures that we deliver to customers who qualify and want the facility, and then when it comes to repayment, we also mobilize for repayment. So that's how the ecosystem plays. If you take savings product, we do have a lot of savings products on our platform. It's also backed by a bank. So behind it is a universal bank that stores the value and also engineers in terms of the interest payment and all the elements around it.
Great. This morning we have Shaibu Haruna, who is CEO of Mobile Money Limited. You're always tempted to say MTN Mobile Money Limited. But then there's the concern: mobile money fraud. Many have raised these concerns. How are you protecting these customers? What steps have you been taking?
Thank you for this question. I think it's a very important subject matter for us, and I would extend it to actually refer to it not just as a mobile money fraud, but actually financial system fraud, because you see that the linkage between mobile money as a delivery mechanism and also the entire financial ecosystem is very important, because a lot of the time some of the incidents of fraud that which happens can come from different sources. For instance, somebody who wants to buy a pizza. I just met a gentleman this morning who was narrating his use case where he actually wanted to buy a car and wanted to make a deposit without confirming. So this is generated from an online transaction that somebody wants to make without confirming who the recipient is and paying. And a lot of the typologies that we see around mobile money fraud is coming from somebody trying to take advantage of a user in order to, we popularly have coined the word social engineering, but the simple description of it is somebody wanting to take advantage of you in order to take over your account or to engineer you to make a payment. Now, what we've done, and you will see a lot of it even coming through the line, is to constantly engage our customers and constantly remind them about their responsibility around safety of their financial transaction. Mobile money is not just a channel, it's actually a way of life and a financial instrument. And I think a lot of the time our customers lose sight of the fact that the power of what they have connects them to their bank account, connect them to different streams of financial instruments, and it's important that we keep it safe. I think we are sometimes too generous in sharing information. You know, you have a random person calling you and pretending to be somebody they are not, and we oftentimes find, unfortunately, our customers volunteering some of their credentials, and they get compromised in that. So we will continue to reinforce the communication around personal safety in the use of mobile money services. The power is in the hands of our customers, and it's even more important now as we transition from a USSD based environment into an app-based environment. You know, majority of our customers today, Winston, and we are using smartphones. What it means is that, and most of them are also consuming applications. So we've embarked on a journey with them to also move them from the USSD environment into the app environment, which provides them a lot of benefits, including the convenience of being able to access services much more easily, because in the app environment you can easily access the different services than going through the very sometimes cumbersome USSD strings that you need to get into. But that also brings about a lot of vulnerability because of the exposure to the larger world through the internet. So the bit around education, we are investing a significant amount in driving the whole consumer awareness. We recently launched a platform we call Momo Fest, and this is an outreach channel where we are going into communities and using a lot of drama, music to also reinforce the communication around safety and security for mobile money services. We are also working with industry actors, because this is not just a mobile money limited issue. This is an industry issue. In fact, I would extend it to be a national issue. So we are working collaboratively with other actors within the industry, and we are, maybe let me use this platform to also reach out to our banking community. We've seen that they have also uplifted their campaign on fraud generally. So we need to constantly engage with our customers, and we have made that determination that we will be engaging our customers to highlight the issues around it. On our part, from a platform point of view, we continue to invest in the key enablers. There's a lot of tools that we use today in being proactive in terms of understanding and predicting the likely scenarios and having some intermediation to address it. This may not be very obvious to customers, but there are a lot of work that we do behind the scene to ensure that our platform are safe. Being a financial platform, you are prone to a lot of cyber interests as well, but we have the required tools, solutions that addresses that. The biggest challenge that we need is constantly engaging our customers on to be very defensive, and of course we work with law enforcement agencies as well to ensure that those who do perpetuate this are brought to book.
Great. I guess this morning, Shaibu Haruna, CEO of Mobile Money Limited. When we return after these messages, we hand over the show to you. Maybe you have some questions.
Yeah.
You get to ask those questions, and Shaibu will address all of them for you here on the Super
And
Show.
Winston, I also want to know from Shaibu what the current balance of float is, the current volume of transactions that MTN is doing. Because I remember when the BOG started publishing some of these numbers, for example, in 2012, the balance on float was just about 19 million. Where are we now? How many subscribers do you have? What volumes of transactions are we seeing? I'll ask you all that. I need answers on all those when we return from this break. Stay with us.
Super Morning Show. Do you want to study abroad? I present to you Astolinks International. They give professional advice on study visas to the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and other European nations. They also advise on visa applications, general travel, and other immigration services. Call them on 0537 152 118 or visit them at 4A Pawpaw Street in East Legon. For more information, check out astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway for success.
Do you know that NIT is back in Ghana? Yes, you heard it right. NIT is back in Ghana, and Jackson Institute of Technology is the official partner. It's bigger, it's better, and it's here to revolutionize IT education in Ghana. Get ready for world-class training and unmatched opportunities powered by Jackson Institute of Technology. Jackson Institute of Technology is shaping futures with hands-on IT training for youth, students, and professionals. Courses include cybersecurity, Python programming, data analytics, networking and hardware essentials, and Microsoft Office Suite. We offer flexible schedules, affordable payment plans, and expert trainers with globally recognized certifications. Scholarships are available for women and girls. Sign up early to grab yours. You can locate us in Accra at Abna Atia Towers, Ring Road Central, or you can call us to enroll on 059 699 6037 or 059 699 6042. Take the first step towards your dream career with Jackson Institute of Technology, where your tech future begins.
Electroland City are picky, meaning another gargantuan price drop on top of all our existing discounts on Samsung, TCL, Media, and Nasco Electronics. This not double promotion against the dollar. Soskets! The minute the city appreciates with even a single digit, we continue to reduce prices. If the dollar drops today, we will reduce again today. Rush to our showrooms and authorized resellers across Ghana and pick your picky appliances now. Call 050-315-9739 for further information. Electroland, home of luxury and affordable appliances.
Human resource is crucial for Ghana's development. The Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management Ghana presents CIHRM 2025 Conference under the theme Regulating HRM in Ghana, Standards, Ethics and Sustainability. Date 18th to 19th June 2025. Venue Alisa Hotel, Northridge, Accra. Conference fees: members 3,200 Ghana cedis, non-members 4,000 Ghana cedis, student members 2,000 Ghana cedis. For sponsorship, partnerships, special discounts, call 024-327-8694 or 020-811-2644 today. Sponsors: GCB, VRA, Gridco, NPA, Ghana Airport, We Power Authority, E-Productions, CIHRM 2025 Conference, transforming work and workplaces. Be there.
For more.
Get ready for more. More goals, more drama, more nail-biting edge of your seat. Oh my word, did you see that? 32 teams, 63 matches, one unmissable tournament. The all-new FIFA Club World Cup on SuperSport.
preko. Sasso sasso me si kume tonton preko. Oh, kume tonton preko. Sasso sasso me si kume tonton preko. Oh, kume tonton preko. Edrana dwami ne buseshe. Yeah, how can see any malaria? Minya me phone me sasso spray. Every mosquito starting run away. Oh, come on, tonton preko. Sasso sasso, me se come tonton preko. Oh, come on, tonton preko. Sasso, come tonton preko. Nani sham ne die demonstronko.
This advert is FDA approved.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
Attention Ghana, the Green Revolution is here from 11th to 13th of June 2025. The Accra International Conference Center comes alive with the Ghana Horticulture Expo 2025, the nation's premier showcase of fruits, vegetables, technology and export opportunity. Organized by the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters in collaboration with the Ghana Export Promotion Authority and proudly supported by Ghana Exim Bank, Fidelity Bank, Gesal, Agro City, Agro Monte and GIZ with Joy Business as the official media partner. This is your gateway to innovation, trade and partnerships. And the highlight, the keynote address will be delivered by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. Book your exhibition stand or register now on www.ghanahortiexpo.com or you can contact 0243 345 7783 or 053 522 4555. Ghana Horticulture Expo 2025. Growing Ghana, exporting excellence.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Welcome back. This is the Super Morning Show. We still have the CEO of Mobile Money Limited with us. This time I didn't say MTN Mobile Money Limited.
It's fine.
But I've said it. We are talking about mobile money, the impact so far. And you're also going to take your concerns. We know you have a lot of feedback for the CEO and you hardly get the opportunity to do this on the show. So this morning is about you. If you have any questions for him, 05511119997. Very soon you'll be activating the phone lines for you to ask your questions so that Mr. Shaibu here will answer your questions for you. Somebody is asking the song we played before we started the interview is Debla Morgan. The title of the song is Think of You, one of the very old beautiful hits. So that's feedback for you. And somebody also wants to know, John in Rage says, Winston, ask the new Kojo how he asked us to share our thoughts during the show yesterday when he hosted Honorable Abunose Asari, the chairperson of the park, but refused to read them. I apologize for not reading your messages. I couldn't manage time very well yesterday, so please forgive me. But today, dear, we'll read your messages and you get to call in and talk to Shaibu.
Okay, so the phone lines have been activated, 0302216541 and then 05511119997. Give us a call now and ask all the questions. So Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment and furniture at affordable prices, has introduced an online store for your shopping convenience, which means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically coming to any of their branches. It's hassle-free. will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time. They offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions have applied. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
And the MTN Ejumapa is for all our boss ladies. We know how hard you work building your businesses, doing all sorts of wonderful things, and the Ejumapa bundle is just to support you and complement what you do. It's your new business bestie. It comes with special data and core bundles. You get to stay connected to your customers, suppliers, and everything that helps your hustle grow. And there's more. Ejumapa also comes with insurance benefits to help protect the business you've worked so hard to build. You know, Shaibu was talking about working with other industry players. This is what he was talking about. So you get insurance benefits with Ejumapa, and because we know you are not just working for today, we are supporting you to build a future. So it's time to level up, scale up, and shine brighter than ever. Dial *5060#. Grab your Ejumapa bundle and let's get to work on your success story together. MTN Ejumapa is powering women in business.
Ruki is in Hachu. Ruki, good morning.
Good morning.
Great, Ruki. Yes, please ask your question.
Okay, so I'll be fast, but I have 3 questions.
Please go ahead.
I'd like to ask, why is the mandate not given to me, the user, when I want to make withdrawal, like other network?
Come again?
And then secondly,
Ruki, can you take your first question again?
I said, why is the mandate not given to me to initiate the withdrawal at the agent center when I'm making withdrawal, like other networks?
Okay. 2.
And secondly,
oh, please, Ruki, please try and get in touch with us again. Please, we apologize for that. We've lost you. Do we have Ajiman Joseph on the line? Okay, I think we may have lost him also. You can also reach out. You can give us a call on 0302 216 541, 0302 216 541, and then 055 11 997. Is Ruki back on the line? No, we don't have a. Please bear with us. Ruki, we'll try. Please answer Ruki's first question.
Why users are not given the mandate to initiate withdrawals like other networks?
Okay, thank you, Ruki. In terms of withdrawal, I think the current process is the agent initiates it, and then you authenticate, and that is the mandate for withdrawal. I believe your ask is you initiating that before the agent does that, but we can look at that and explore that in terms of innovation. As a fintech, what we do is always to listen to our customers and understand your pain points, and obviously use our platform to be able to innovate. So I'll take it as a feedback and an opportunity to serve you better. Thank you.
Okay. Chidiak is in La. Chidiak, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, Chidiak.
People are using... Hello?
Yes, we're listening to you.
Your office, the gentleman there.
Shaibu Haruna.
You are using people's national ID to register SIM for people. What are you doing about that?
Okay, Chidiak, we're talking about mobile money, but I get you. Thank you very much. Let's go to Lashibi. Lashibi, where Nicholas is. Nicholas, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, Nicholas.
Please, I want to ask, how do people get your number? Unless they just came to deposit money. From there, then someone just call you, start asking, where are you sending money? They don't know me. How do they get?
Okay, you're asking how people get your number to be sending you these deposits that they later call you to refund it to them. Okay, thank you very much, Nicholas. Ajiman Joseph is in Tema. Good morning.
Good morning, Uncle. I hope you're doing well.
God is still taking care of us. I believe you're fine too.
By the grace of God.
Great.
One question is, somebody called and asked from their outfit, and they were telling the person that some of them immediately they fraud you with the money, they transfer it to other accounts. So in this case, if you have been defrauded and you want your money back, and you have to go back to retrieve the money, how do you get the money back? Secondly, we are told that when you buy airtime from your Momo, you get bonus. But if it is not really from your Momo, but a friend is also buying from his or her Momo, you don't get bonus. Why?
Okay, thank you very much, Ajiman Joseph. Jones is in La. Jones, good morning.
Good morning, Kojo. Good morning to your resource personnel. Good morning to you guys. This mobile money issue has become a necessary evil. In fact, just last week, a friend was sent 5,000 cedis for hospital. Within a twinkling of an eye, I don't know what happened. All the money has been drained from the phone. Just because he has a little problem with the phone, and he called 100. In the process, he was asked to go off, and they will call him back. So it looks as if the MTN guys themselves are giving the number to people to call. Because he called MTN 100. After calling the 100, they asked him to hold on. Somebody will call him and address the situation. Then he was called, and then through the process, they took the 5,000 from the wallet. Yesterday, myself, I had a problem with my DSC, and I went to their website, and I took a number from their website, and I called. When I called, the person was taking me through the process. By the time I realized, unfortunately, I don't have enough in my wallet. Unfortunately, he took my money and also borrowed money in my name. In fact, I look at it, the MTN guys are overwhelmed and they can't control the system. It's good. But the way things are going, you look at it, they have thrown their hand in the air and they can't control the system.
Okay.
And you can't call, you can't demand your money. There's no way they will get your money. It's becoming too much.
Okay.
It's becoming too much. The girl is in the house now.
Thank you very much, Jones. We'll get it addressed for you. Ruki is back with us. Ruki in Hachu. Ruki, good morning again.
Good morning again.
Great. Please go ahead.
So, yes, my next two questions is, why is it compulsory or mandatory for the agents to write down our numbers when we are making withdrawals? Okay. And the next is, when the fraud occurs, why are we made to wait for 15 good days before, if there's any refund or anything, we get it?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ruki. We'll get all these questions addressed for you. I think we can pick a final caller. 0302216541 and then 05511119997. Mama, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Mama Della, kindly speak up a bit. We can hardly hear you.
Okay, dear. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's better now. Please go ahead.
Okay. So my suggestion or contribution to Ruki's question that if the agent, what do you call it? Just like the church, that, and then
Dela, kindly reposition yourself. We can hardly hear you, and if you're moving, please just stand at one point because we seem to be losing you. Please go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I think we can hear you, yes.
Okay, all right. What I was saying is that you give the agent hope so that we could do the initiate the withdrawal, just like we suggested.
Okay.
Or
yes, go ahead. Oh, that unfortunately the line is very, very bad. Please bear with us. That will be our last caller. We can't pick any more of your calls. Let's get Shaibu Haruna to address the questions.
Okay. Thank you very much, and thanks for all the questions and the feedback that you've sent through to us. I would take first one would be from Chidiak. The question around the use of national ID card to register for other people. I think this is an issue that we've picked up a couple of cases, but let me say that from an ID registration point of view, I think the Minister of Communication has indicated that there's going to be some exercise in due course to also strengthen the whole ID registration process, and that would further strengthen and make it fully compliant and ensure that this fraudsters cannot take advantage of people's ID card in perpetuating the fraud that we see around. So that is work that would happen to safeguard that. But I would also advise that when you are making any payments, you ensure that you know exactly who you are paying to, and do not entertain anybody who reaches out to you pretending to be somebody they are not. There was a question around how do people get your number. The fact of it is that because you, first and foremost, because of the size of our network, you can randomly take one person's, your number, and then if you drag it, you have series of numbers. And what happens is that some of these criminals actually use that methodology to actually pick random numbers and call these individuals to verify. There are also other use cases where they also go to the vending points and either cleverly try and take a picture of the booklet that the vendor is using, and they use that to also generate and get access to numbers and call. But a lot of it is very random in nature and intended to try and get the unsuspecting customer to actually divulge their information. So again, the advice is that, and we encourage our agent as well, not to write customers' phone numbers, and also not to display customers' phone numbers, because anybody can walk to the agent point and take a picture of it and use it. So in instances where you have been defrauded as a result of that, you do need to also report to us and also indicate the agent who you made that last transaction. We are able to also investigate and take the necessary measures against the agent who may be involved one way or the other in that ecosystem. And again, it's also advisable to use a trusted agent point and ensure that you are consistent in that regard. There was a question around the fact that when you are defrauded, the funds move into other network. Indeed, I mean, we've seen that typology play out, because usually when somebody is defrauded, the funds actually move out very quickly, typically from one number to another network. And the idea of the fraudsters is to try and make the tracing process difficult. But we do have relationship with the other network providers, and we have a mechanism where we are able to trace. However, the way funds flow, they flow very quickly, and it gets cashed out at some point very quickly, and you then lose the trail of it. Again, the power is in your hands in terms of safeguarding your account, and please make sure that any payment you make is to a trusted or known source. If the person is not in your contact, make sure you verify who you are paying to or who you are instructing or giving any information to. At all times, don't share your PIN, not even to an MTN employee. We will never ask you for a PIN or your OTP. There was a question around airtime bonus, which in that particular instance, I think different channels have different offers. So you may be buying through a different channel, but the offer on bonus is not for from you to another party. If you are buying for yourself, you get a bonus. You just have to encourage the other party to also use their phone to buy. If the person doesn't have e-value, you may want to send it.
But first, when you started, even if someone bought for you, there was a bonus. I remember instances where people, you give money to somebody who would just buy it because you had bonus. I remember very well, that situation. So it used to be the case, but I said that it's changed now.
It's changed, and we want to encourage people to also self-serve and use a service. It's part of the whole journey of digital inclusion.
And talking about, the using Momo to buy credit. So Edgar Radio says, why is it that when you're sending Momo to someone, the recipient name appears before you key your password? But when you're sending airtime or data to someone, the recipient's name does not appear. At times your finger can hit the wrong number. So the name appearing is very important.
Okay. I think we'll take it as a feedback to our colleagues, and possibly we can work towards it. Good feedback. We appreciate that.
If you use the app, you just go into your contacts and you take the person's number, and it's easy. So I think that's also one of the reasons why MTN is saying let's move from USSD, let's try to do more app-based transactions, because you've already stored the information on your phone.
Absolutely. And there are a lot more feature sets that we are going to be introducing, also to safeguard the whole environment. We understand. It's a very evolving space. Technology keeps changing. We are committed to investing in the right technology and solution that will enable you to have a safe transaction every day.
Joseph asked how he can get his money back when he's defrauded.
First and foremost, you have to report through the different channels that we have for reporting fraud. Once you report, it gets logged, we trace, and then we have some steps in terms of immediate action. If the funds are available on the other side, we may suspend, and then we'll go through a verification process. Because remember, if you report, we are not taking the fact that you are the first to report, so the other person is liable. We then block, and then there's a protocol around how we engage both parties to establish what happened, and then we take the necessary action.
Jones wants to know, are you overwhelmed? Because he gave us the example of they losing 5,000 Ghana cedis meant for somebody's health care. He gave us the example of he also losing the last the last bit of money he had on him because somebody just took the money from his account. He wants to know whether you're overwhelmed or you have the team in place to deal with these things.
Just we are not overwhelmed at all. As a matter of fact, we can do much more. And I'm sorry for the loss of funds, but let me just also re-emphasize the fact that money would not be lost on your platform without initiating or supporting a certain initiation from another party. So it's important that you are mindful of the transaction that you are doing at any point in time. Just remember always that mobile money, there is a key to doing any financial transaction, which is either your PIN, and then there's also the OTP that sometimes you get for some transactions. It is secret, and you don't have to divulge it to anyone. Confirm every single transaction that you are making. Remember, it's money that is leaving. If when you have cash and you are paying somebody, you actually count and ensure that you are giving it to the right person. So the kind of steps that you take when you are dealing with cash, you have to take double that step when you're dealing with online transactions, because the reality is that there are cyber criminals who want to also take advantage of it. So let's work together as partners, in ensuring that every single Ghanaian has access to financial services.
Now, I have a challenge, and I'm sure Winston shares in my frustration too. When I give somebody a check, I don't give them money for transportation. When I want to pay somebody in cash and I ask them to come and take the cash, I don't give them transportation support. So why would MTN encourage people to be asking and demanding for charges? I'm paying you 100 cedis. I owe you 100 cedis. Then you, the business or the individual, ask me to pay the charges, and you've gone ahead to put it on the app. You've made it official that people can ask and demand for charges. Why?
Well, the purpose of our service is to make your life easier and give you convenience of service. And we also listen to our customers in terms of what our customers want. And in a lot of instances that you're referring to here, you may, on your own, in some instances when you are paying for services, you're not supposed to add the charges, but if you so wish and per the agreement that you have with the other party, you have to pay for the charges. What we are offering you is a convenience of controlling what the charge is that you have to top up, should you want to do that. Okay, so it's a matter of convenience, and that's what our customers say, look, give me the flexibility of being able to do that. And you then choose whether or not.
So that's
you
function
do that.
is to remove the confusion as to what the quantum of charges should be if you must pay.
Correct.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Listen, good conversation.
Yes, and I think you'd have to come back again, Shaibu Haruna. There are lots of questions on our WhatsApp console, but unfortunately, time is not our friend today. So would arrange and get you back to address all these concerns. Thank you very, very much for joining us this morning. Shaibu Haruna, CEO of Mobile Money Limited. When we return after these messages, we have a conversation with MasterCard Foundation. So stay with us when we return. We have a conversation on agribusiness, and MasterCard Foundation will be joining us here on the Super Morning Show. We'll be right back.
For more.
Get ready for more. More goals, more drama, more nail-biting, edge of your seat. Oh my word, did you see that? 32 teams, 63 matches, one unmissable tournament. The all-new FIFA Club World Cup on SuperSport.
In every community, the skyline is dotted with uncompleted buildings, some at the foundational level, others at lintel or roofing level. Each one tells a story, a dream, a home in the making.
Because home ownership remains one of humanity's greatest desires.
Wherever you are on this journey, whether you're breaking ground, building up, or simply furnishing your space, the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is designed with you in mind. Join us from Friday, June the 20th to Sunday, June the 22nd at the Achimota Retail Center for the first clinic of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2025. Let's help turn your home ownership dream into a lived reality.
The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is powered by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and brought to you by Virtual Security Africa, security for all. Superlock Technologies Limited, you deserve the best. DBS Industries Limited, we truly are your roof experts. The Builders Market, bathroom, get it right. Lesh Fortune Limited, unleashing luxury with perfection, one space at a time. Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investments. Interplast, we make sure water reaches you, even space. Elegant Homes and General Construction Limited, where quality meets value. Ayuda, Ghana's #1 service app Bako service Bebre. Drive EVGH, drive into a sustainable future. Syntex Tank, a year strong, a year tough. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2025. Dream it, own it, live it.
Daddies, them say we don't know how to marry, we just they worry.
With Father's Day just around the corner, it's time to start thinking about ways to celebrate the dads and father figures in our lives. Joy FM, Joy Prime, Joy News, and Hits FM proudly present My Father, My Hero. Fatherhood, a deeper connection. This year, we invite you to step away from the daily grind and celebrate your fathers. Now, here's what you have to do. Record a 30-second clip commending your dad. Tell us the heroic things he's done for you and share with us via WhatsApp on 055 1111 997. We will play your clips on air and select top 5 entries to win some amazing prizes from our sponsors. Tune in to Drive Time from 3 to 5:30 p.m. every weekday as we embark on this journey. Don't miss out on this fun, entertaining, yet emotionally impactful mini virtual and auditory adventure. Happy Father's Day.
My Father, My Hero is brought to you by Legacy Crop Improvement Center, the home of quality seeds. Achimota Retail Center. Shop at Achimota Retail Center this Father's Day for amazing discounts. Achimota Retail Center. Vibes in Kwan. Akono Ginger. Efriwara.
Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to every man where they fight for their responsibility.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Welcome back. This is the Super Morning Show. It's 9:35 and it's time to talk agribusiness and funding. Yes, it's one of the big things for a lot of people in agribusiness. I'm looking for funding. And I'm enjoyed in the studio by some 2 ladies I've been following, and they inspire me a lot. Augustina is the founder for Tropical Snacks, and Yvonne is the founder for Edible Treats. These ladies are blazing a good trail in agribusiness, and we are here to talk to them about what they are doing, how they got here, and how they are getting support. You know, the MasterCard Foundation is working with Cross Boundary Advisory, and they are supporting agribusinesses with a Bridge in Agriculture program. It's a very, very interesting program, and they are working with a consortium of local banks, business development providers, and a technology platform provider to support the agribusiness space. And Augustina and Yvonne are beneficiaries, so I want to talk to them. We get a sense of how they are doing, how the support is changing their business, and how you can also take advantage of the Bridge in Agriculture program. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good morning.
Hey.
Well,
Yvonne and Augustina, good to see you. Now
Good
your
to
smiles
see you
are
too.
wider. 2-3 years ago, it wasn't like this.
no, it
you
wasn't.
You were hot,
hot.
trying to set up your businesses.
Yes,
Let me
indeed.
start with you, Augustina. Tell me about you. What do you do? Let listeners get to know you.
Okay, so I'm Augustina Asotufo, and I'm the founder of Tropical Snacks. We make snacks from local produce such as plantains, cocoyam, and turn it into chips. The brand name is Joy Chips, and we are located at Oyarifa in the
Add
greater.
FM to it. Joy FM chips.
We are located at Oyarifa in the greater Accra region.
So you make these chips with plantain and cocoyam.
Cocoyam and sweet potato. As well.
And sweet potatoes. Is it the orange flesh sweet potatoes or the local
The
ones?
whole variety.
The whole variety
Orange,
of sweet
white,
potatoes. How easy is it to get plantains and cocoyam these days?
For plantains, it's out of season, but we are able to get some because of the direct relationship we have with these farmers. But yes, it's a bit.
I know a farmer friend who was contacted by someone because the person is giddy looking for cocoyam and kontomire, and he's not getting it in bulk.
Yes.
So for people like you, sometimes I wonder how you get it easily to do these things. So how is business so far?
By God's grace, business is good. Also, with the support that we received from the program Bridge in Agric, it's been great so far. It's helping us to move forward with our plans.
Yvonne, tell me about you. Tell me about your business.
Okay, my name is Yvonne Noriye, the founder of Edible Treats. At Edible Treats, we add value to Ghana's cocoa by infusing our indigenous nuts and fruits to make chocolates. And we are located in Adenta, Fafraha. So that's it about Edible Treats.
So you make cocoa. What's your brand name?
The brand name of our chocolate is Enumde.
Enumde. Enumde milk chocolate. I can see one here. Enumde milk chocolate with coconuts.
Yes.
How did you get into this?
Well, growing up, I have a sweet tooth, and I was always disappointed with the fact that most of the chocolate brands I loved didn't have a lot of our indigenous fruits and nuts. It had a lot of foreign fruits that we didn't grow in Ghana, and a chord struck, and I decided to do something that I would love by also empowering women smallholder farmers. So most of our indigenous crops we infuse in our chocolate are sourced directly from women. This is to empower them, and this is also to help sell Ghana one chocolate bar at a time.
Great. Before you got this financing support from the Bridge in Agriculture, how did you cope? What were the challenges you faced, and what did you do to be able to get here, to get this financing, to change your business? I'll start with you, Tina, then I'll come to you, Yvonne.
Okay, two challenges I would highlight. The first one being that I was doing business as usual. I transitioned right from national service into the business, and so I was just applying the knowledge I had learned from school in the business. But there was a sustainable way I could do it and do it better, which I didn't know yet. Secondly, with our production, we were doing a lot of the processing manually, and it took a lot of time, and we were having challenges with fulfilling orders. In terms of how I coped, it was mainly savings from my national service.
That's 500 cedis.
No, so I did it in the private sector, so I was receiving around 700.
That's 700
so
cedis.
I could afford
That's how you coped.
I could afford to save.
In this Accra.
And then with support from my family and friends as well, they were helping me. So it was more of bootstrapping. And my sister had already run a restaurant, and so she already had some of the equipment I needed to start. So it was a bit easy.
But now you got funding. How has the funding changed your business?
Yes, so I got the funding by taking part in the pitch competition, which is one component of the program. So I came first place, and I won $5,000, and that helped me to purchase a machine that helps us do our processing semi-automatically now, and so we are able to have a faster turnaround time. And also through that funding, we've been able to hire 3 more women to help in our production, and also increased our partner farmers by 5, and so we are working with around 12 to 15 farmers now.
This is interesting.
Yes, which we source from.
Yvonne, tell me about yours.
Okay, prior to receiving the funding from the Bridge and Agri program, I was also bootstrapping, just like Tina said. But for us, we had procured a very small chocolate machine that we're using to do our production. And we're always disappointing our clients because our machine was very small, and it could produce just like 24 bars of chocolate in a whole week. And you get clients
1, 2, 3, 4, 24. Just 24 in a week.
24 in a week. And you get clients ordering for chocolate for events. Some want a minimum of 100 bars, and we are not able to meet that capacity. So it really made us lose a lot of orders. And also, our packaging we're using was not really up to it. We're now starting, we had limited funding, so we're just trying to be economical with everything. One thing I benefited from the Bridge and Agri program was their training. Their trainings were really in-depth, and they really taught me about business, because I thought business was just buying and selling, but it taught me the business of doing business.
Did you also get a grant after the pitch like Augustina, or you went for a loan?
Okay, so the Bridge and Agri program has 3 components.
Okay, tell me
that is the training, the grants, and the loan.
Okay.
I partook in the pitch competition and came second after Tina, so I got $3,000, and that helped me to be able to procure a bigger capacity chocolate melange. Also, I benefited from the training, and I'm working hard so that I can also benefit from their loan as well.
Tina said now 6 farmers and 3 more staff. You've engaged 3 more staff, and you're working with 6 farmers. Tell me about your numbers. How many staff members do you
prior
have now?
to receiving the funding from Bridge and Agri, we had just 3 variants of our chocolates. We had white, dark, and milk. After getting the machine, we're able to increase our variety. So we now have 7 variants, which include coconut, peanuts, cashew nuts, and ginger. And we get all these from women smallholder farmers. So we currently work with 26 women who add value to the raw crops that we source from them, so it makes it easier for us to infuse it into our chocolate. We've also been able to employ 2 females who are working with us, and we also have an intern who works with us, who is currently a student in UPSA.
I know there is a loan component. Both of you got grants. Can you shed more light on the loan component? for people like us who can't pitch excellently like you to get
Okay.
the grants?
So for the loan components, it's at 7% interest rate, which is very cool for any SME.
Wait, hold on. 7% interest rates in this country.
Yes.
Like single digit
It's
7.
a single digit number.
In Ghana.
In Ghana.
For agric.
For agri-business and its components. So if you are in the agric value chain, if you are a farmer, anything related to agric, you could go to www.bridgeandagric, go read about it and sign up. And the good thing is they are working with 6 banks.
Okay.
So you decide to choose the bank you want to work with. It's 7%. It's
7%.
No libi, no laba laba.
Hey, Charlie. 7%. So you go to bridgeandagric.com.
Yes.
All the information is there.
All the information. And the good thing is you choose the bank you want to work with.
I'm looking at the two of you all smiles, and I'm seeing a lot of growth in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Where will we see you next year? What's your plan for growth? What's next for your businesses? Tina, when I visit you next, what should I expect?
Okay, you should expect that Joy Chips is not just in Greater Accra region, but
you don't want to add the FM to it,
but in the other regions as well. Also, taking advantage of AFTA to export to other African countries, and this will be very much possible. Especially reiterating what Yvonne said about the loan component. Now, the partner banks are Access Bank, EcoBank, First National Bank, Fidelity Bank, Stanbic, and Zenith Bank. We know how, you see how you were surprised. It's very difficult to get affordable financing here in Ghana, and through the support of MasterCard Foundation with their partners Cross Boundary, with Mind Builders Africa, and then Africa Skills Hub providing the training in association with the 6 partner banks I mentioned. Financing is now easier for agribusiness and its adjacent sectors to be able to grow their business. The good thing is that they are looking at impacting 400,000 youth, with 70% being women. And so if you are a woman, if you're a youth, even if you're a male, you can still take advantage, particularly if you're a first-time borrower who hasn't been able to get loan because you are asked to bring collateral. Mind you, this is a collateral free loan depending on the cap that you want, and so you are even able to access loans of up to 11 million. And so if you are a business owner out there, I would suggest that you would visit once again the bridgeandagric.com, or just walk into any of the partnered banks and take advantage. I am going to take advantage of it even after I've gotten the grant. So what are you waiting for?
Finally with you, Yvonne, what's next for you?
What's next for Edible Treats is to expand and empower more female smallholder farmers to be able to sell Ghana's chocolates globally. We'll also take advantage of the loan because, like Oliver Twist, we always want more.
Great. Augustina, founder of Tropical Snacks, Yvonne, founder of the Edible Treats, beneficiaries of the Bridge in Agriculture program by the MasterCard Foundation in partnership with Cross Boundary, some local banks, and some other partners, sharing their story with us this morning. My boss Samuel Dami says I should order a box of your snacks and a box of your chocolates.
Thank you.
Please
Thank
deliver
you.
it to Joy FM tomorrow. We'll eat and Samuel Dami will pay you, okay? Thank you so much. We'll be right back after this break.
Thank you too.
Coffee in your cup, Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
of June 2025. 10 a.m. at the Grand Arena Accra International Conference Center. And this year's event promises to be an unforgettable event. It will be a full-day event as we look into the future of the automotive industry. Come connect with top industry players from policymakers, banks, insurance companies, and manufacturers, and more. It's on Tuesday, the 17th of June 2025 at the Grand Arena Accra International Conference Center. This event is brought to you by the Automobile Assemblers Association of Ghana, represented by VW, Nissan, Toyota, Kia, Honda, Peugeot, Foton, Geely, Suzuki, Hyundai, Ashok Leyland, Chagan Auto in partnership with Triple AM, the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry with support from Stanbic Bank, Ghana Jet and the Multimedia Group.
And the next Great Leader Summit 2.0 comes off on the 21st of June 2025. The theme is Wisdom at the Helm of Affairs. Speakers, Dr. Gideon Titi Ofe and Dr. Mensa Otabil. They'll share insights to shape the next generation of transformational leaders. It's happening at 9 a.m. at the University of Gold Coast Hall, Accra Business School at Spintex. Registration, go to ttoffair.com/events. It's designed for executives, visionaries, entrepreneurs, public servants, and all who aspire to lead with integrity and impact.
So the Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management Ghana presents the CIHRM 2025 conference on June 18th to 19th, 2025 at the Lisa Hotel in Accra. The theme is Regulating Human Resource Management in Ghana, Standards, Ethics and Sustainability. Conference rates for members 3,200, non-members 4,000, student members 2,000. Register now via the CIHRM website or CIHRM Ghana on Facebook, LinkedIn and X. Call them on 0243 278694 or 0208-112644 for group registrations and discounts. CIHRM, transforming work and workplaces.
And you deserve a brand new car, like DJ Betty here. He deserves a brand new car. And VW is offering you the Virtus Highland, the Tiguan Life is an SUV, and the Amarok pickup at used car prices. Here's the pride. Where is the pride in driving an old used car when you can just walk into any VW outlet and get a brand new VW at the same price? Same price. So just walk into a VW retail outlet today with your used car budget and you may drive out a brand new car. Take advantage now. VW, rise and thrive. Drive VW, drive Ghana. Hurry while stocks last. T's and C's apply. Call or WhatsApp VW Ghana on 025-795-6688 for more information about their range of models. The Virtus, the T-Cross, Tiguan All-Space, Terramont and the Amarok pickups. They are there for you to grab. So go now.
So the Green Revolution is here and it starts tomorrow till Friday at the Accra International Conference Center, where the Ghana Horticulture Expo, the nation's premier showcase of fruits, vegetables, technology and export opportunities. It's been organized by the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters in collaboration with the Ghana Export Promotion Authority and proudly supported by Ghana Exim Bank, Fidelity Bank, Gesal, Agromonti and GIZ, with Joy Business as the official media partner. This is your gateway to innovation, trade and partnerships. And the highlight, well, the keynote address will be delivered by His Excellency President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. Book your exhibition stands or register now at GhanaHortiExpo.com or call 02434 57783 or
the stands are all fully booked.
They are fully booked.
So people cannot. So right now, if you are listening to us, just walk to the conference center, drive to the conference center tomorrow, be a part of the big Ghana Horticulture Expo happening from tomorrow to Friday. Winston, you didn't add that you'll be moderating a conversation on leveraging agriculture and horticulture to grow the economy.
I will tomorrow.
Now I know Father's Day is coming. Father's Day is coming, yes. And Joy FM, Joy Prime, Hits FM, we are bringing you the My Father, My Hero promo. It's basically about my father, my hero, fatherhood, a deeper connection. This year, we invite you to step away from the daily grind and treat your dads like the heroes they are. Here is what you have to do. Send us a message. Send to 055-11997 or record a 30-second audio clip commending your dad. Tell us about the great things he's done for you and share with us via WhatsApp on 055-1111997. We'll play your clips on air and select the top 5 entries to win some exquisite fabrics from Woodin, a weekend stay at Lancaster Accra Hotel, some goodies from Vitamilk, classy watches from Caveman, a weekend stay at La Palm Beach Hotel, and many more. Yesterday I heard some of the clips on Drive Time with Lexus Bill, and look, Fathers are amazing. So tell us why your father is amazing.
Tell us.
And win something big.
And you see,
fathers, we are amazing.
No, Kojo, we are. And
Yes.
like I said earlier, you know, you wouldn't know. Take advantage when you lose your father. That's when you start thinking, oh, I should have done this. Oh, I should have done that.
Yeah.
And I had plans. I had plans for the coming years, you know. But hey, here I am today, and I'm like, oh, I should have done this.
Charlie,
So
whatever
don't be
you
like
think
me.
you must do for your
Do
father
it
this
now.
season, do it now.
Yeah.
Don't procrastinate. And if you want to catch the stories, tune into Drive Time at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. as we embark on this journey. My Father, My Hero is brought to you by Woodin. Celebrate Dad with Woodin and receive a lovely gifts at Chimota Retail Center. Shop at Chimota Retail Center this Father's Day for amazing discounts at Chimota Retail Center. Vibes in Kwa. Lancaster Accra Hotel is a luxurious seaside haven, uniquely golden, traditionally Ghanaian. Caveman, be remembered. Vitamilk feels good anywhere and everywhere. And La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, also a luxurious hotel, uniquely golden and traditionally Ghanaian. And Akono Ginger. Akono Ginger, have you tried that? It's nice. Akono Ginger, yes. And
I have.
Legacy Crop Improvement Center, the home of quality seeds.
Well, Kojo, that's all from us this morning here on the Super Morning Show. DJ Obete is standing by. He wants to get us into the final groove before the news at 10 and then the Cosmopolitan
DJ Obete
mix.
says that he's coming for OT Expo to start his farming journey, and you go for the Auto Summit and buy a brand new
Oh, yeah,
car.
but DJ Obete has money.
Yes.
Highest
He wants to buy a brand new car. So next week we are launching DJ Obete's brand new car from the Auto Summit.
My name is Winston Amoah. I've been here with
Kojo Akoto Boateng.
We hand you over to DJ Obete.